Companies make deals behind closed doors, promises broken. Inner income source, hidden agendas run the grand parade. In the circus, choose a masquerade. Believe me, I wouldn't lie. I've been given money, power, and fame to keep you in line. Television screens bright and loud, sell you dreams, make you proud. Pop the bubble, see the cage you're in. Start the revolution, let the truth begin. Welcome to the chaos.
Welcome. Today, we are here to talk about how realistic male and female friendships are. So we're going to go into some of the data to figure it out, and then we're going to go into some, I don't know, I found some examples online. So let's go through that first. So this is like what the internet says about male and female friendships. And then we'll get into some of the research and stuff like that. But before we begin, how are you doing, Damon? How's everything?
Good. No big stories.
Cool. All right.
How you been? Is Steve still alive?
No.
Okay. That comes with some questions.
No, I'm kidding. Well, he's not doing particularly well today because we had to paint. So wait, let me see. Where do I want to put us? No, where's that one better? This one better? No, where are you? This one, I guess. I guess that's okay. Anyways, so yeah, we've been painting the master bedroom. He finished the drywall. He took it out, like the moldy part on the bottom, ripped that out by himself, did that. Then we painted ceiling and the walls lime wash. So you have to do like these brush strokes like that the whole time, which is not fun. And then like your whole arm feels like jello. And then after he did that, he went and did yard work and cut some bushes down, the grass, all that, and cut his ear off on the tip. So that's not good. So he's not having the best day.
Right.
Yeah.
So why is he down? Is he sick from the mold? Is he sick from you kind of exploiting him?
No, this is just like, that's just his choices. I don't know.
Is it though?
Yeah. Look, this is all his choices.
Can I ask, if he didn't decide to do it, would you just be like an insufferable cunt?
Okay, first of all, it's not VOC because the lime wash paint, even though it's harder to put on, is completely non-toxic. Totally non-toxic. So, safe.
Yeah, it's only cat that's toxic.
Oh, shut up. So, look, he likes not hiring people and doing things himself because he's like...
Oh, because he's a Jew. Yeah.
Yes. You know, he was raised over there, so he has a lot of the I'll just do it myself. Why would I pay for that type of mentality? So, like, you know, he's killing himself because he chooses to. That has nothing to do with me. That is personality, I guess. You know. Yes. Anyways, so let's get into it. This is the first one. We're going to listen to a whole bunch of internet perspectives. These are not scientists. I'm going to preface, these are not therapists or scientists.
Yeah, because she looks like a scientist.
These are just people speaking out of their ass. So we're going to listen to the people speaking out of their ass first, and then we'll get into some fun research. Okay?
And the people that say it's a red flag when girls have more guy friends than girlfriends. I have a great amount of girlfriends. I most definitely have more guy friends than girlfriends. I've never had anything romantic with any of them. They're literally like my brothers, and I'm even going to be a groomsman for one of them for their wedding this year. If you don't trust your partner, that's a whole different story. But there is such a thing as girls having guy friends, and nothing has ever happened before. And you guys don't understand how difficult it is for girls to become friends with other girls. Because some girls are so nasty. Girls were more emotional. We have to have like that connection. I don't know. It's not a red flag if she has more guy friends than girls. It's just
Okay, was she done?
really hard.
Okay, it's really hard. Yeah, bitch. It's really hard. Okay. Wait, look at this cat.
It's so obvious. It's so obvious what's going on with her.
What's okay? What do you think?
Well, she's using a bunch of guys by stringing them along. And the
Okay,
reason why she
this
doesn't
is
have
what I think.
girlfriends is because look at her.
This is what I think.
You girls are the most jealous bitches. Nobody's going to be friends with a girl who looks like her, especially because she tries fucking hard. You can see how artificial she is.
Okay,
So that's just
cute.
gonna.
What's wrong with you, David?
What?
What's wrong with being a cute girl?
No. I'm just saying that, like, girls will tolerate girls who look beautiful without kind of knowing that they're beautiful as well. I mean, they'll still be jealous of them, but they're not going to be as hateful of them compared to a girl who like looks hot and knows that she's hot and tries to look even hotter, right?
So okay, so you're saying that because remember we did, I don't know if I did it with you. We did something on how women can't be friends with women. So we already established that.
Well, they can if they're all ugly.
No. We established in the previous one, there's this huge list of criteria that has to be met for females to be able to be friends. And it's usually like they're in the same, they don't have anything to be jealous of from each other because they're in like the same situations, or there's something to balance it. Like this girl is older, but she's richer. This girl's younger, but she's hotter. And then it's kind of like they're on the same level that way, or something to equal the same level. And whenever there's an imbalance in the force, it blows up, right? So that's how female friendships work. So looking at this girl, I feel like she's incredibly cute. And every time she tries to make friends, she probably has a lot of haters and like mean girl.
Yeah, the cuteness kind of wears off when you realize that she's very obviously stringing along a bunch of guys. The guys that she's friends with are either guys that, okay, when a girl who looks like that says, "Oh, it's very difficult for me to have girlfriends. I don't have any girlfriends," right? And then you say, "But so I've got a lot of friends who are guy friends, and they're like my brothers."
Mhm.
That very clearly means
She doesn't
all of
like
these
them.
guys want to fuck me. I know these guys all want to fuck me,
doesn't mean-
but I'm just what?
It doesn't mean that. She doesn't know
Yes,
that.
it does.
She does not know that.
Yes, it does.
We'll get into it with the
Well,
study.
okay, no. Let's be honest. Do you think a guy is going to see a girl who looks like that and be like, "I'm just going to be her friend, and I'm going to spend my time with her just being friends"? The only guys that would do that are the very, very, very rare, and I know they're very rare because I've been called out by 99.9% of my guy friends for doing this, who are friends with pretty girls, so you can network and meet other pretty girls to fuck. But you don't fuck that one girl because it's then you basically blown up the bait. Like that's your network to meet other hot girls.
I agree.
But if you fuck that girl,
you ruin it.
And then you're like, okay, that was fun. It's now over. Then now you've burned that bridge and you've lost access to all the other pretty girlfriends that you could have had.
Yes.
So most guys will never do that. And if they do see a guy who does that, they're like, "Oh, why would you be friends with girls? Being friends with girls is stupid. You can't be friends with girls."
Okay. Do you know how there's that whole thing? And this is kind of jumping ahead, but you know the whole thing about like, "Oh, cut your hair short, honey. You look beautiful with that," or "You don't need to lose weight. He's the problem. You need to lose him." That's the
sabotaging
same thing.
pose.
Yes, that's the same thing when guys tell other guys you can't be friends with women. That's my opinion.
No, but I know that these guys don't do that because they're too stupid and impatient. They meet a hot girl, they just want to fuck that hot girl.
Well, okay. Well, we'll get into it. Let's hear what a few more people have to say first. Okay, this is a dude's opinion.
Well, you need to understand that one of the biggest red flags in a guy by far is if he has a bunch of female friends. And not only that, especially if they're objectively very beautiful. Now, obviously, yes, you should be able to trust him. But my question is, why does he need to get attention and the validation and have consistent communication with all of these different women that he claims as friends? I don't know if any guy, straight guy, truly operates like that. Why does he need that consistent communication with all of these different beautiful women? Why does he need that in the workplace? Is he Snapchatting them? Actually, he shouldn't be Snapchatting any other girl but you, especially if you are his girlfriend. If he has a bunch of friends that are women, in my opinion, yeah, it could be totally fine. But if you feel uncomfortable at all, you have every right to set a boundary. Obviously, you have no right to be controlling, but you do have a right to set a boundary if you tell him, hey, it makes me uncomfortable when you Snapchat that girl every single day. To me, that's totally valid, especially if you guys are in a committed relationship together.
Who the
I
fuck
don't
is
see
this
why he
soft
needs that
perv?
validation and attention.
He
from all
literally
of these
said,
women.
this could be fine, but it's a red flag. But it could also be fine, but it's a red flag. But maybe, but it's a red flag. It's like, what
No,
is your
you know
opinion?
what? Like he's very clearly giving this advice to women. I don't know if this is a guy who's got a channel that's aimed at women. In which case, why the fuck are you doing that? You're saying that it's a red
Yes.
flag when there's a guy who's got girls who are friends, and you've got a fucking channel aimed at giving advice to girls. So what kind of red flag is that, for fuck's sake? Why is there a
He's
dude
trying to
there?
be politically correct, I think.
No. He's trying to fuck these chicks on his channel. That's what he's trying to do. Let's be honest. He's trying to say, like, a dude who's friends with girls,
Uh-huh.
a dude who's friends with girls it's a red flag. He'll probably be like trying to fuck him, and he's saying like you shouldn't trust him. Be honest. I'd have more respect for him if he was being honest. Saying, girls, I'm telling you, don't trust that guy. Why? Because I do that. I'm friends with girls, and I'm gonna fuck them all.
Oh my God.
No,
Okay.
just if he was honest like that and just said, like, that's what I do, and every other guy that I know has got the exact same strategy, especially if he said, this is why I've got a channel giving advice to women. so that you can DM me and like we can fuck at some point. If he was just that straight up honest, then I'd respect him.
Okay, this is an old dude saying it. Let's see. He's giving marriage advice. Let's see what he says.
In a marriage, number one, we don't have friends of the opposite sex. I know it sounds like a bummer, but why play with fire? Why put yourself in a situation where a relationship with somebody of the opposite sex begins to grow, and oftentimes you find yourself in an affair? I counsel many marriages where good people woke up one morning and their family blew up because they found themselves in an affair. You're talking to somebody, having a little lunch in the break room, going out, having coffee, and it begins to grow, and you begin to, well, my husband doesn't do this, my wife doesn't do that, and all of a sudden, boom, you played with fire and you got burned. I'm telling you, don't even play with it. My friend is my wife. I may have people that I text about work, but other than that, I have no female friends. She has no male friends. We also don't go
That
out.
you know of.
Yeah, okay. I get already what he's going to say. It just makes me think of the CEO. Like he just got caught making out with the HR chick who is not attractive. And then you look up his wife and his wife is super hot. And it's just like, what is happening with the world?
She didn't let him fuck her.
Okay, first of all, you have no idea. Plus the HR chick is married
Yeah,
too. What?
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm sorry, if you've got a hot wife at home
Mm-hmm.
and then you fuck some old looking ugly bitch.
Mm-hmm. Who's also married.
Yeah. Why? Why do you do that?
Mental problems.
Either your wife isn't giving it up anymore, or the relationship's dead in some other way,
Mm-hmm.
or it's just low effort sex. She doesn't do the kind of shit that you like.
I definitely like an ugly chick. It's gotta be low effort because I feel like all of
Ugly chicks try harder. They do a lot more stuff.
They do. Back in the day, it was like the bigger girls were sweet and they would try hard, and they were known as like they'll spend hours going to town.
They were
on
grateful. Fat girls are a lot more grateful for
They
it.
were very grateful, right? So like when the internet kind of ruined that for everybody, now it's just like people like this woman that he cheated with are like the ones who are like very, I guess, that type. Like you really don't have much to offer, so you just try really hard. I don't know. That's what I see. Like attractive, super attractive people, they don't really try that hard.
Yeah, that's that. I'm sorry, but that is it's always been a truth. That's been a unit. Like when I remember, like when I was in America back then during the high school period, everybody wanted to like the prom queen, the cheerleader, like, and it was even in movies like that we got in the UK at that point. But when you actually do meet them like for real, and you actually speak to them for real, and if you get to know like their boyfriends and shit, yeah, like the guy's like literally like, I mean, one of my friends, he dated a cheerleader, who actually, I can't remember, I don't think she won like prom queen, but she was like in the running for it. But she was legitimately a very beautiful looking girl. And she was the first girl that he was intimate with. Like, I think they were both virgins, right? But I mean, look, you don't need to learn to have sex. You kind of just, it's something you just know how to do, right? And they were together in a relationship for like a little over a year and a half before they broke up. And shortly after, he ended up sleeping with two different girls. And a lot of his friends gave him shit for it because one of them was a big step down looks wise. And he ended up staying like fuck buddies with her for like 2 years. And everyone's like, why? Like, these other girls are a lot hotter and some of them are interested in you. And he was just like, she's so much better. Like, she's like great at sex. Like, she's awesome. And when he spoke about his ex, the cheerleader girl, he was like, she's shit. She doesn't do anything. Like, it was just crap sex. Like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, they just expect that they're going to be hot. Like, and yeah, I mean, it's not always true. It's not like a universal truth, but like,
It's pretty much,
no, what I'd say is more true. It's not that they're like bad at it, that they're low effort. It's just that it's less frequent with them. They're kind of like, they're never in the mood for it. They're always just like, oh, do I have to do it? It's like they just think like, I don't know. It's difficult to explain what it is. They're just not. They have a shitty libido. Like that seems to be the one thing with the hot chicks. They have like a way shittier libido. I think more kind of average looking girls just enjoy sex a lot more.
I mean, I definitely don't think there's like a universal, but I kind of have noticed that at the very, very, very tippity top of attractiveness in females, there's like a coldness, and everything is like more transactional with them.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think that comes from the idea that they know that they're pretty and they think like, I can get a lot with my looks. So everything's always like a deal.
Yeah.
Everything kind of operates by like this kind of like you said, it's kind of transactional. Like everything's a trade. Like, I'm going to do this for you. We're going to go out. Okay, so now I expect this or I expect that. What can you do for me? Kind of thing.
But also to kind of give them like a reasoning behind it. A lot of the most beautiful women that I've known, they have seen some of the worst parts of society, right? So if you're just the type of woman that walks into a room and everybody stops what they're doing, ignores whoever they came with, and looks at you, and then you also see them follow up with like trying to go around, even though they're married, have kids or whatever, came with a girlfriend and try to get your number, try to do something, like you realize the shittiness of a lot of people in the world pretty young when you're that attractive, and it kind of shapes you into like a cold person. And so like I can understand how they became that way, but I do know like they're only picking up on like a lot of negative stuff from what they see because they're so attractive that they cause people to kind of like go to their lowest their lowest baser needs and kind of throw caution to the wind for everything else. So I don't know. I've seen that too. So like I can understand why they would be like that. I mean, you can't have this flowery, wonderful view of human nature when you're that attractive and you've seen people try to throw everything like that they've created in their life away to be with you. That's going to make you kind of cold and detached. So like I can see like why they become that way. But that's also what's attracted to them. Like the guys who are like bad inside and that would risk everything to do something degenerate, like those are the guys who are going to go up to them the most, because a good guy is just probably not going to try anything to talk to them.
Well, yeah.
So anyways, moving on. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Can men have female friends? If this isn't the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Female friends, guys, men and women are not meant to be friends. We're meant to mate and reproduce. That is our function. You go be best friends with your buddy, right? But a lot of guys, they like to play the friend thing so they can get in the draws, right? It's not because you can't be friends with a girl. You know you're trying to be friends with her because eventually you want to smash. And a lot of girls will let you play that role so you keep giving them free attention, even if they didn't want to smash you. So women use it to their advantage, and guys, it is not to your benefit. Avoid trying to have female friends. Have friends with your buddy and keep your relationships with women purely romantic.
Oh God.
Right. So this guy makes a really good point, and well, he proves a good point without meaning to. But
Okay.
this guy kind of proves the way it should be. Yeah, he's right. Men are not supposed to be friends with women. It doesn't benefit you if you are not intelligent. Like intelligent guys, if they're single, right? Decent guys, if they're single, right? It does benefit you because, like, look, go back to what he said. He said, "Don't." He explained what the deal is. Like, oh, you're trying to smash, and women will use you for that, right? And but then he says, so it will not benefit you. Why won't it benefit you? If what you want to do is smash, it will benefit you. He's assuming that, like, oh, you won't fuck them and they'll use you. But like, if you're not an idiot, then they're not going to use you. It will only not benefit you if you're a simp. But if you're not a simp, if you know, like, I'm going to use her either for networking and also maybe I'll smash her if the time's right. We can have something casual. Like, this isn't. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. Look, we know what it's like if a girl's going to fuck a guy, right? She has standards. He has to meet a certain criteria, right? But if you're her friend and you get to know her well, I've seen plenty of guys who were friends with girls who are out of their league. And then at some point they're like, but I feel safe around him and he's a friend. And they'll get desperate. And they will fuck the guy. They'll be like, as long as they know this guy is not going to ruin my friendship, this guy isn't this kind of guy who's going to get super attached if we just have casual sex one time. It will just be something physical. If she feels like I can trust him for that, then she will give it up to a guy. And it's a guy who's like I've seen a guy who was like, at best, he was a 4. And this chick was like a 7.5. And they smashed.
Yeah.
And it was because, like, they were friends for like 2 years. They met in college and he was always there. And then she got out of a relationship. She was celibate for like 2 years and she liked being single, but she was a bit desperate. And then she was just like, look, it's just going to be this, right? And he was like, okay, cool. And they had that relationship going for like a little over a year before he was the one who actually met someone. And he was like, we shouldn't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Now, if you know that like you're not going to allow yourself to be used, you're not going to get your feelings hurt, you're not going to be simping over this chick, like if she isn't giving it up, and you're just going to be like getting used by her. If you're not that stupid, then why why would you say it doesn't benefit you? Because worst case scenario, if she doesn't give it up, at least she's access to other girls.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that later.
And even
But,
even
yeah.
a worst case scenario, if you are honest in your intentions, like by being like, hey, first, like I do want a friendship. It's going to be somebody I'm going to be friends with, right?
Mhm.
And then if something more comes out of it, then fine, you've got a friendship. Worst case scenario, you've got a friend.
Mhm.
This business of like guys and girls can't be friends, like unless sex is involved, that's bullshit too. Because like most of the time, where like when I was in relationships, you get to know each other's friends as well, right? Like a chick's gonna get to have loads of guy friends who she meets through her boyfriend, right? Now, like, are you gonna be like, oh no, I don't want you being friends with them. They're my friends. Like, that's just fucking dumb. You'll be each other's friends. She'll get to know your guy friends. You'll get to know her girlfriends. And this business, like, of what the last guy said, the guy before, when he was like, oh, but you know, that's tempting fate. Like, it opens the door to like them cheating. If they're gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat regardless. Like, if your friend was the one who cheated with her, then that just means that now you've identified a shitty friend and a shitty girlfriend. So you've gotten rid of both of them.
Okay, let's see what this guy.
Of my relationships,
Yeah.
having other female friends because they've been attractive.
Right.
That's a problem. I have these female friends and I want to continue having those relationships with them, usually because they're very intelligent.
Yeah.
And just spending time with them, I learn a lot.
Yeah, they're amazing.
But I have had so many arguments about this because they don't believe me.
Like I said, you gain so much. And I think that men that don't have female friends, they hypersexualize women. They get nervous around women. They think women are this really strange enigma. They lose their ability
That's
to
true.
charm around women. So I think men that never have female friends and women that never have male friends, they get overexcited when they're around the opposite gender. Whereas when you don't, you think it's a potential sexual contact and you get too excited. I think it's actually a bad thing if they have no male or no female friends, because then they tend to get too excited around the opposite gender.
This is a big problem I've had in.
Okay.
No, she's 100% right on that. That's the thing. Like that's what guys don't understand. Like, oh, if you say like men and women can't be friends because the only reason you're with her is to smash, that means that anytime you do interact with a girl, you're doing it with the intention of smashing.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you're never gonna learn to speak to them in a way that isn't a sexual way.
Yeah, and you're gonna always come to women with that desperate energy.
Yeah.
And you're never gonna think of them as a person. And I think this goes into once, because you know, in my generation and a lot of the generation before, we had big friend groups, both genders, one friend group. So we saw people as human beings, not as just their gender. You know what I mean? And it was just like, it was always like you were a part of the group no matter what. And we would protect you no matter what your gender was. Even if you didn't agree with, you know, whatever, no matter what your politics were, no matter what anything, or you were just like a person in the group. And we became very like, you know, accepting of that. And now with these new generations, they have corn culture, and they've grown up with like separation from the genders, where like the women are over here and the men are over there, and the only time men see women are when they're watching corn. So then whenever they see a woman that's somewhat attractive in person, they have like all the images of the corn popping up in their brain, and they can't listen to them. They don't understand what's going on. And then if the woman doesn't do what the corn brain tells them they're going to do immediately, they're like, you're just using me, get out of my life. And
Yeah.
they can't function anymore. And I see that happening with the younger generation now. Like 9-year-olds have phones and they're watching this stuff. And now like the little girls are telling us like the little boys, there's a certain type of boy and they have like a word for it, like this new generation, like something like their brain is rotten, like brainwash or whatever. It's something like that, where like if the boy looks at a girl, like they're like mush, they turn to mush, and they just see them in like, even like as children, like they're starting to get to that point where like they can't be around the opposite gender anymore from a young age because they're watching this so young. So there's like their mom, and then every other female is just like for that. And it's destroyed this whole generation where like we used to have camaraderie, we used to have friendships, we used to be able to, you know, count on each other. And I think it's very dangerous for like the guys who have like the brain rot, because they're gonna have a hell of a shitty life. First of all, they're not gonna be getting chicks. They're not gonna, like, if they're ever in a situation where there's like a predatory female that's using them or figures out she can't use them and they want to discard them and they want to destroy their life, there's no females to protect that male. And the only one that can protect a male from predatory females is a friendly female. And if you have none in your circle, you're screwed, because nobody's going to believe your dude friends saying you're a good person. They're only going to believe other women. So that's why when Johnny Depp had all these allegations against him, the women who came up to talk well about him were the tipping point, because it was ex-girlfriend. So that means you can't be an asshole and end all your relationships poorly, because if they have like a vendetta against you, they're not going to come to your aid when you need them. And then like it was other girls, whatever, that he had been around that would come up and say, no, he's a good person. And that's when the other females started laying off and, you know, whatever. And like, that's when you could kind of like get redemption. But when you only have females around for mating, and you're the type of person who also ends relationships badly, like cheating, or you do the discard, or maybe you attract bad females, and those bad females will always have something against you when, you know, things end, because maybe they didn't get what they want from you or whatever, or there were just bad people, which can happen. Now you're going to be screwed. Now you're in a situation where you've got no female, like, you know, what's it called? Backup, whatever you want to call it. So yeah.
Any more videos?
Yeah, let's see what this guy has to say.
I agree with you. Having your own friends is healthy, and we do have our own friends. But specifically in this conversation for married men, when it comes to having female friends, especially as you get older, you just learn through life experience. Like having a male straight friend and going on a 3-day road trip and staying in a hotel together, totally cool. A male gay friend of mine, 3-day road trip, staying in a hotel room together, not a big deal. But a female friend, mutual or not, think about going on a 3-day road trip, a married man with a female friend and staying in the same hotel room. Even if you trust each other, everyone's married, everyone's got kids, that is a recipe for disaster. I just think there's a line to draw, and I'm not judging. If people can pull that off, do it. I'm not saying there's right or wrong. I'm just saying in my 35 years life experience with my wife that I've been with for nearly 12 years, you just learn how to not put yourself in situations that can make the other person uncomfortable.
Oh, look at this cute cat. Okay. So yeah, so I think he does have a point. It's different when you're in a relationship. You can't say exactly friendship, because there are different situations that are appropriate if you're single with friends of the opposite sex or not single with friends of the opposite sex. No?
Sorry?
What? Oh my gosh.
No. I was reading the chat. Sorry.
Yeah, they're insane today. So
No, go on. Say what you were saying.
So what he was talking about was like, if you're married and you have a friend and you go on a trip with them and they're the opposite sex, it's a problem. But if they were not the opposite sex, then it wouldn't be a problem. So it's like there are definite situations that you can do and that you can't do when you're in a relationship with friends of the opposite gender.
Well, hey, man, there's bi people out there. There's loads of women who think they're safe because their husband's going on holiday with another dude.
Oh yeah, lots of
Like-
DL dudes out there.
Yeah.
Explain how. So anyway, so yeah, I definitely think like, you know, there needs to be, there's different rules. Like friend is not the same when it's a opposite gender friend than the same. So you do have to have a lot of boundaries, and it is like a lot more different to navigate. Okay, let's see what this guy has to say.
The unwritten rule in relationships, but y'all tell me. When you're in a relationship, ain't no new opposite sex friends. Now, what you bring with you, that's cool. For example, I have a best friend. She's a girl. We've been kicking it now for over a decade. We're locked, right? It's stuck. Her kids are mine. God kids, like it's legit. See what I'm saying? Her and my old lady hang out without me there. It's real. When it's real, that's how it should be. You feel me? Like they're friends.
Are they his god kids or his kids?
His best friend and another guy that's straight. He happens to be married, right? But I would hang out with either one of those guys because they're cool. You see what I'm saying? However, I would never come home and say, babe, I met this girl at Walmart. I just met this girl at Walmart. She cool as hell. I'm going to go grab drinks with her later. Boy, I'm a duck as I'm saying it. Just like I would not think she would ever come home and say, babe, I met this guy at the gym. He's really cool. We're going to go downtown. No. Ain't no new ones. What you brought is fine, but ain't finna be no new ones, dog.
I mean, I like what he has to say a little bit too. Like, I mean, but I would say you shouldn't be hanging out alone with somebody of the opposite gender as a rule if you're in a relationship, because it doesn't look good. And you should be wanting to hang out with the person who you're in a relationship with. So it's kind of weird that you wouldn't want to hang out with them. No?
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, you'd want to spend time, but I mean, look, this is something that bothers girls more than guys. The idea of like, oh, I need some time. I need some guys work, they get home, they don't really give a shit if the girl's there or not. Like they don't need this. No, I don't know any men who are like, I need some me time. That's not a fucking dude thing. That's not a guy thing, right? So this is something that girls need, and it's always like, oh, we're going out. I'm going out with the girlfriends, and most guys are like, well, I don't know if you're going out with the girlfriends or not, because all I see you doing is getting dressed and going out, right? We assume it's girlfriends. You assume that they're not going to be cheating. You assume they're not going to lie to you. But again, this is something that girls need, not guys.
No, I don't need that. I don't think that's true. I think, like I'm telling you, the girls who need girls' night out, girls' hangouts, girls this, girls that, they're not good. Like there is literally no situation where I don't want my husband there. Now, if I have girls over here and they can't bring their husbands for whatever and it's just girls, I don't want him there because I don't want him in a room full of women that are, married or whatever. Like he doesn't need to be there.
After all this, you still don't trust him.
Of course. No, it's not that I don't trust him. It's that I don't want any problems. I don't want them to be hitting on him and then me having to tell him she was hitting on you and him like, no way.
Steve, she was making moves on you. No, she wasn't. Your penis was in her mouth, Steve.
It's like, no, she was being friendly. That's not friendly. She didn't have to put her hand on your leg. No. I don't like, why have those conversations? Just, we don't need that. It's fine. So yeah, like, but as far as like, I'm not going out. I would never go to a place that is like a 2-gender place, like a club or a bar. Like, obviously I don't do that, but like, even if I were the type of person who would go to the sea, I would not go to a co-ed situation without my husband. That doesn't make sense. If there's other guys there, then obviously I can bring my guy. That doesn't make sense to like be like, this is the girls' night only. It's a girls' hangout. That's insane to me. And I don't like anyone more than my husband. So if there's other guys in the room, I'm taking mine. Period. Because like we don't need that. If any girl tells you that she needs to go to a bar or to a club where there's other people of the opposite sex there with her girlfriends to have girl time, that is a lie. I don't really know how else to say it, but it's completely a lie. It's insane. If you want to hang out with just girls, you invite them over, or maybe you do a brunch or something stupid, like, because no guys are going to be, I go to the brunch places all the time. I force Stephen to go to the brunch places. there's hardly any guys. All the guys are there like because their girlfriend or their wife dragged them there, and they're miserable and they're just sitting there. And all the girls are like dressed up, showing off their cute little outfits and stuff, and taking pictures of lattes. That's okay.
Well, I'm not defending the girls who do this, but I'm just saying that sometimes it's not that they're dishonest, it's that they're stupid. There's a lot of girls out there who think that when they get a boyfriend, right, they
Mhm.
don't know how to be in relationships, right?
Mhm.
And what you see that they tend to do is they tend to think that they can carry on living their life exactly the way they used to, but the boyfriend is kind of like an accessory, and the boyfriend has to fit into their life and all the kind of shit that they want to do. So it's like, oh, I can still carry on doing all of the things that I did when I was single, but I've also got a boyfriend to come home to, right? And they don't realize, like, no, you can't do that shit anymore. Like this stuff has to end. Like, so those are the girls who are like, yeah, I'm going out clubbing with my friends and all this kind of shit. And they might think like, no, I'm not going to cheat. I don't have bad intentions, but they don't realize, look, now that you're in a relationship, you can't do the fucking single shit anymore. That stuff ends.
Yeah. Oh, damn. I have one more. I closed it. All right, let's see what this hooker says. I mean, very nice girl on the internet. I don't know her.
Men are not friends with females solely to be their friend.
I have female friends. I have strict, mature boundaries because I'm married. Happily married, by the way. I don't spend a lot of time with my female friends. I don't text them a lot. I don't talk to them a lot over the phone. Catch up once in a while one-on-one, but usually we'll be in a group context. Other than that, there's not a lot of deep connection there. And that's because my wife is my female friend. She's the one I'm going to spend the most time with. We're going to talk about our struggles, our dreams, our goals, our passions. And when I was younger, I did hang out with some females just for the potential of dating them. But looking back now, that seems like such a cowardly thing to do. I mean, if I wanted to date them, I should have just said something. If you're honest and you put yourself out there, hey, maybe it'll work. And if it doesn't, well, then you can move on. So can men and women be friends? Sure, but I think it can only be so deep. If it gets past a certain point, somebody's there for the wrong reason.
I don't know. Oh my God, you guys are terrible. Wow.
I can't really take these guys seriously when they talk like this shit. Like it's almost like they're just trying to look good to all the girls online.
They're just trolling. Okay. This is true. Okay. Oh, I do have one more. I found this one. Let's see what this chickie says.
And says, oh, she's just a friend. I want you to remember the study that they did on men and women's brains, on how their brains respond when they're unattracted to somebody. In this study, they found that when a man is talking to a woman that he's not attracted to, the part of his brain that shows he's annoyed and irritated lights up. If he has a female friend that he gets along with super, super well, there's a huge chance he probably finds her at least somewhat attractive. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't let your boyfriend have friends that are female, but I am saying you should make sure you're asking all the right questions. Like, have you ever expressed interest in your girl best friend? Have you ever done anything with X, Y, and Z person? Because 9 times out of 10, the female friends that men have are females that have rejected them and they've now settled for friendship and they're hoping for maybe the possibility of more in the future. Do with that information what you will.
All right. What do you think of this chicks?
Oh yeah, she discovered something that nobody ever suspected in life before. It was pretty obvious shit.
It's not obvious to everyone.
I mean, that I do not believe that study is valid.
Okay. Assuming it is valid.
Well, no, it's not. But look, maybe the reason why the person isn't attracted to the woman is because you sat him down in a study where he has to talk to a chick who he doesn't find interesting, and that's what's making him frustrated, right? But the thing is that if he could still find her interesting enough to be like friends with, but not, like friendships take time to form.
Mhm.
So you're not going to say, we're going to do a study here where you're going to talk to a girl who's only your friend that you're not sexually attracted to, and then we're going to see what your brainwaves say. No, it's like we're going to introduce you to a stranger who we know you don't find attractive. Now talk to her.
Unattractive stranger. And we already know that most unattractive people are boring.
Well, no, the reason why you find them unattractive is because they're boring. Like, that it's not that like they're unattractive, therefore they're boring. It's not that simple. It's like,
All right, let's see.
I mean, because think about it. If her logic is correct, and if that study implies what she's saying that it does, then that would mean that anytime that a guy is having fun talking to a girl, he wants to fuck her. That's it. If a guy has an interaction with a girl and it's anything other than frustration, then it must mean that he's sexually attracted to her, which isn't true.
All right. So I made my little slideshow. What is friendship? So in no part of the definition of friendship does it say wanting to bang the person or finding them attractive. Actually, it does say you have to have a platonic interest, a non-sexual. So this is the only thing that made me kind of go, maybe it's harder than we think for men and women to be friends. Okay. Let's see. This is my little stuff on friendship, but I want to talk about something. Okay. So the friendship to sexual activities pipeline. 14% of participants, these are all studies, reported current romantic attraction towards their closest opposite sex friend. 33% felt personal sexual attraction to their opposite sex friend. Sexual activity is common, but the percentage is unknown, according to the studies. It was too wildly varied. In platonic friendships, but the majority do not lead to romance, but they do lead to sex. So platonic friendships, the majority, while not leading to relationships, do lead to sex. So that's not good for friendships. All right, 67% of the 315. Now, this is college students, so do with that information as you will. College students surveyed reported having engaged in sexual activity with a friend that they considered platonic. This is platonic sex. I don't know what you're talking about. Just ridiculous. So,
Yeah, that's just fuck buddy situations. What?
yeah. So are you saying that they're calling a F buddy a friend when they should just call them an F buddy?
Well, yeah. Like, you can still be friends with a fuck buddy.
Okay. What do men find attractive? Studies suggest that men are attracted to a very wide range of women displaying fertility traits, which potentially this encompasses the majority of women in reproductive age groups.
They're saying when they say with fertility traits, they're saying not trans women.
Okay, we're not talking about that. Okay.
No, but that's what they're saying, Kat. Women with fertility traits, i.e., women who don't have penises. That's what they mean.
Okay. Evolutionary theories imply men find high proportions of women, possibly 60 to 80% of women in fertility ranges attractive, sexually attractive. Unlike women who prioritize additional traits like resources and status.
Does he have money?
Yeah, or status too. Evolutionary psychologists suggest that men find 40 to up to 70% of women, or even higher if they're reproductive age, sexually. So if the women are between reproductive age, puberty to menopause, they find in some studies as high as 80%. 80% of women sexually attractive. Sexually attractive. of men were 8. So the same thing is flipped for women. So women find 80% of men unattractive sexually. 80% of men are unattractive sexually, and men will find 80% of women sexually attractive, which is ridiculous. So
Yes.
this is the most
80-20 rule.
depressing thing. Yeah, the 80 it's so ridiculous. Men find 80% of women in the sexually productive years attractive. Oh my, so this was the most craziest thing I've ever heard. Like, we need to really think about what that means. So I was talking to Steven about this. I'm like, does that mean when you walk outside, you find 80% of women
Let me guess
bangable?
what he said, Pat. No.
What? No, he said, yeah. He's like, yeah. It's like he's like, well, it depends on how inebriated I am or how desperate I am, but probably around.
Wow.
So we're watching a TV show.
I think we know what's happened to Steve.
So anyway, so we're watching a TV show, and then now I'm like, whenever we watch a show, I'm like, is she in your 80%? 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 And it's like, Damon, it's most chicks are at least one time bangable.
Yeah.
Most humans.
What surprises me is how surprised you are by this.
But so I go to him. I'm like, is that like if I walked outside and every dude was fucking Henry Cavill? so I'm just like, if I'm a dude, does that mean every time I go outside, like 80% of women look like Henry Cavill?
What? It's not that. It's just that we've got lower standards than chicks do.
Oh my god! It's like literally the standards on the floor.
Well, you know what it comes to. You know what it comes down to. The real reason why what it comes down to. It comes back down to, if you remember earlier on what you read, what women and what men find attractive, right? So think about it, right? What men find attractive is the physical, the looks. So when we go down the street, we can see all of the shit that attracts us. But what women find attractive, you can't see when you walk down the street. When you first look at the guy, you can't see it. But if every guy you walk past had like a billboard over his head showing the shit that he can do for you and what his bank balance is, then you guys would find a hell of a lot more than just 20% attractive.
I know. That's why I think we should make t-shirts with like men should wear t-shirts with their resource capabilities like on the front and the back. So like if a woman is behind line in the grocery store, she can
This man has a PhD on going down on girls. This man is willing to do this. This what?
Yes. I think we need to do that because I feel like, why isn't this a thing? Like, we need to have like a dating app that doesn't show any sort of like look stuff, because looks are very stupid to judge for men. I'm sorry. And like, if you're only given that, you're going to only judge the top 4% in looks for women, and they're not gonna be able to read the rest of the stuff. Because this is how women go. Swipe. That's exactly how men go too. But they swipe yes on everyone. So if women are just swiping really quickly just based on looks and they're not reading, they're never going to find a decent guy. So we get the looks off the table and we just put all the things, the resources, the money, the things that they would do in a relationship, what they like can offer. Because like, dude, if you find out that like a guy is like really, he loves going down on chicks, he'll do it for hours, and he's like really faithful, and he doesn't watch porn, and like all these, and let's say he could give a good foot massage or something like that. Hi, honey.
The hell?
Steve walks in at the perfect time.
So then he would have a better chance, right? Then like the guy who's like, I have this much money in the bank and that's it. Like, what else do you do? Like, what if like, are you gonna, can you lift me up so I can reach the top shelf? Like, what can you do? Can you do drywall? That would be like a big thing for women. I'm telling you, if you can put like, I can do drywall, I can build you a chicken coop. I know how, this is what we have to do, Damon. This is our ticket to becoming bajillionaires. All right. We make the website, but we come up with all the things that they have to check off that they'll do. Yes, I'll do all these things. I can do all these things. I promise to do all these things. And then chicks are going to be able to I want a guy who will go down on me for 4 hours, who can cook on Saturdays, who knows how to barbecue, and can not only lay some pipe, but lay some drywall. And then bam, everybody would be matched. Except for the really lazy, actually useless people. And we don't need them in the gene pool anyways.
Wow, there's quite a few people we don't need in the gene pool. We could make a list.
Okay, you would be surprised about how many people I tell Steven does drywall, and they're literally guys, my friends' husbands are oh my God, he does that? Oh, that's so hard. You don't understand how useless so many people are. There's so many useless guys out there.
But I know.
This is important. This is a life skill. Anyways. Yeah.
So why did Steve just appear for a moment and then not say anything?
Because he dropped me off my steak.
Jesus Christ. It's like you're his pet. He just comes in, feeds you, waters you, and then goes away.
Basically. He does the same thing with the kids. It's just here's some of this, here's some of that, whatever.
Oh, he's treating you like one of the kids.
Well, yes, this is true.
He's so cool if he comes back in about 10 minutes and starts burping you.
Wow. Okay, let's get more into it. Men's attraction. Women are over 6 times more often. Wait, women over 6 times. What? I don't know if I wrote that correctly, so let's forget about that. Okay, this is the other thing that men get wrong. Male undergraduate were 4 times more likely than female undergraduates to report romantic or sexual attraction towards opposite sex friends. So more men than women who are in friends, whatever, are attracted to the women. And the follow-up survey, 249 adults, many were married. Men were 10 times more likely than women to see romantic potential in opposite sex friendships. These are even married people, married men. Crazy. Men consistently overestimated their female friends' attraction to them with significant statistical differences. Women were more likely to underestimate their male friends' attraction to them, assuming the friendship was completely platonic, which shows the clear difference between men and women. Men think if you're friends with them, more often than not, 4 times more than women, that you want to bang them. Which is crazy. And women just assume you don't find them attractive, which is why you became their friend, which is funny. Men were found to like women 6.2 times more.
I think that's false reporting again. I think that's false reporting. I think this is the women wouldn't want to admit that. We know this. This is the thing that it makes a woman look bad. If it makes a woman look bad. If you say to a woman oh, hey, can you take part in this survey, right? And oh, you've got a platonic friend. Do you think that he's attracted to you? If she says, yeah, I do, but you're just friends with him and you're not going to do anything with him, then that means you're just stringing this guy along. So it makes you look bad, and women know that. So obviously they're going to say, no, I don't think he's attracted to me. We're just friends. Because if you admit that he's attracted to you, and you know that and you believe that, it makes you look like a hoe who's just using him. Correct?
No.
Women
actually think of male friendship like they do of any other friendships.
Nah. Yeah.
See, so you're part of the ones who are skewed, that you think that if somebody is your friend, they want to bang you.
No. I think that women know that guys want to bang them. This has been a conversation that's been going on for so fucking long that everybody knows it. Like everybody said, like, look, why do women not want their boyfriends to have girlfriends? Why? Because they know that they might want to fuck them. That's it. That's the simplest, honest truth. So why would they then, like, any woman who says I don't want you to have girlfriends, like, because we're a couple now? The guy says, like, well, why not? Like, what do you think? What do you think's going to happen? If she's like, well, I know you want to fuck him, then the guy's got every right to say, well, okay, so why do you have boyfriends then? Like, why do you have guys who are friends then? Obviously, you know that they want to fuck you.
Well, I personally don't assume anyone wants to bang me.
Well, yeah, but that's because you're you know.
What the fuck does that mean? Anyways, okay.
I could just hear you chewing.
I know. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think of this?
Is it something I have to watch?
You have to read it.
Oh God. Okay. I think it's going to look small text. Hang on. If men have up to an 80% chance sexual interest, does that mean? Oh God.
Yes or yes?
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, but you guys asked for that.
Yeah, this is what women need. More stuff to boost their ego.
Enjoy. Well, I feel like you guys asked for it. Like, how could you find 80% of fertile women attractive and bangable? That is insane to me. That means like the standards are in hell. Okay, so moving on. Let's discuss ways, backed by evidence, to keep platonic friendships totally platonic. Number 1, tell me if you agree.
Go for it. You read it. I'm
Tell
looking
them.
into the chat.
Okay.
Tell them what.
What?
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Research suggests you should tell them early and often that you do not find them attractive. And I suggest schedule 1 out of every 5 times you speak with them to remind them you do not have any interest in them, even if they were the last person on earth. Because I remember in high school, I did have like a group with guys in it, and there was a few that like you could tell like they liked me too much. Like they try to take a picture with me when I wasn't looking or whatever, something weird.
No. You're going the wrong way. I'm imagining the guys telling you, like, Kat, you get it with just friends. I wouldn't fuck you even if you're the last woman on earth. Like, we're just friends. But I really value our friendship, even though I'd never fuck you because you're just so repulsive. But I value you and you mean so much to me. But we're not fucking, just so you know.
No, I remember I have this one friend, and I would literally tell him all the time. I'd be like, look, I need someone to go with me to go pick up shoes. This doesn't mean I like you in that way. You're still just my friend. Nothing more will happen. You don't have to go with me, but if you come with me, you need to know this doesn't mean anything. And
Yeah, hey, Kat, can you come to the shops with me to pick out a suit? I'm going on a date. By the way, we're not fucking. Just so you know, I still find you completely repellent.
Yes. No, but I would have to do this like on the regular with this one person in particular that I felt like he was just like hoping too much. You know what I mean? And I'd just be like, no, absolutely no. And then I would also like, he would also like every time I liked a guy, he would always like try to trash them so that I wouldn't get, and then I would pull him aside and be like, look, even if this guy doesn't exist and you're the last person on earth, it's never going to happen. I'll become queer. And then he just still keep like acting like that. It was so annoying. But anyways, eventually he got the gist of it, and he turned from like being too friendly to being such an asshole to me. And you know what? His whole life was about to be destroyed one time when some chick accused him of something, and guess who saved that loser's life? Me. That's right. So have platonic
You
friends.
bitch.
How am I a bitch? I saved his stupid life.
Yeah, because you should have been like, this guy was stalking me like fucking crazy and never could take a hint. So yes, I 100% believe he did something to her because he's a fucking creep. You just threw this bitch under the bus after you suffered with that fucking weirdo.
No, he didn't do that.
How the fuck do you know?
Because I know I was there. I know what he did.
Okay, what did he do? Now you got to tell us.
I don't want to tell you guys publicly. Okay. It's a long, convoluted story, but they were trying to kick him out of the group, saying that like he seduced this chick, or like he got her, inebriated so he could take advantage of her and shit like that.
Which sounds on track from what you've told us about him so far.
I know. But no, he did not do that. Okay. What really happened was this chick was cheating on her husband. I found out about it, right? And then like, what did she do? She got inebriated on her own self. And then he was too. And then she pulled him into the back room and did something with him. He did not approach her. And he was trying to get away from her, and she was very forceful. And he
I don't believe that.
I saw it.
I don't believe
I saw it.
Okay.
Is it a Coldplay concert? Yes. Good one. Anyways, so yeah. So he did not do anything. He was literally not doing anything and trying to resist this skank. But then at the same time, I'm like, this dude gets no play. No play. This chick is like on a mission to bang all her husband's friends to like piss him off because she hates him now. So I'm like,
Is she still with this guy?
No. She broke up with the husband eventually after destroying his life. What are you going to do?
And then she accused him of trying to rape her.
Mm-hmm. And it was the other women in the group who were trying to pile on and destroy this guy's life. And I'm like, no. We're not destroying his life. We know who he is. He's an opportunist. All right? That is what he is. We accept him.
But she's a fucking whore.
But she's a predator, and she's out to destroy people's lives. So, like, that's all I'm saying. And she works in HR now, probably. I mean, that does.
Yeah, everybody in HR is going to hell. Like,
for sure.
Like, yeah. Oh god, not one decent person works in HR. I'm sorry.
Never met him. Actually, you know what? That's not true. My HR for my last company, he
No,
was very nice.
No. Well, he was gay though, right?
No,
Guy
he had a
working in HR,
very
gay.
cute wife.
Very cute. Well, I know. Yeah, gay people they pick very beautiful women to be their bids.
Possibly, but he really loved her. He always had his hand on her ass. It was the cutest, most romantic.
Yeah, gay people love asses.
Anyways, okay, the next one is discuss expectations up front. No late night calls, no physical affection like hugs. We'll talk about hugs. There's some studies on that, which is crazy. If in a relationship, involve your partner in setting boundaries, not to meet up one-on-one in private settings, blah, blah, blah. 67% of platonic friendship eventually involves sexual activities. So you have to be very careful. Ridiculous.
See? That's pretty high.
It is. It's freaking
That's
crazy.
pretty high. So
I
if
know.
you see all of these kind of like low level guys, these guys who are like 3s and 4s,
Yeah.
and they're friends with girls who are like 7s,
Mm-hmm.
like more often than not, they're gonna end up smashing. And this is one of the things you need to be aware of, like, because you'll get a girl. If you're a guy, you're gonna get a girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna become your girlfriend, and most guys will be like, I don't need to worry about that friend of hers because he's like some fucking Quasimodo looking motherfucker. She could have banged him. She could have banged him. There's a couple of girls who I have who are just friends. I haven't banged them. Maybe at some point there was an intention to bang, but I know for a fact that there were some girls who I was interested in. And when I saw some of the dudes that I knew she fucked, I found out that she fucked these guys. I was like, I'm not hitting that. The bloom's off the rose. Like, you lose so much respect for them because, like, oh shit, you let that in you? Nah, not going there.
Yeah. I remember that's why Steven was so scared to tell him about that one time that fat chick like took advantage of him.
Oh god, I nearly thought I fucked a fat chick one time. I actually nearly lost respect, like, for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was fucking terrified. I think I told you about it when I woke up in this girl's house who I worked with. Like, I recognized the house.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
It was the same thing. This chick was the I don't know. I think he told you about it. This chick was like the bartender, and after work, they were at a restaurant. They worked at a restaurant. She's like, "Oh, let me get you some drinks on the house, blah blah." So she gets him wasted, and she happens to live around the corner. And then she kind of like guides his wasted ass to her apartment.
Exactly what happened to me. Exactly.
We need to have a conversation about female predators, and it's
What
always
I-
the chick you would not want to bang. Like she's beyond your 80% of women that you would bang. She's like in the 20% of hell no. And
This
she's
girl was
still
fat. This girl was this girl was Asian fat. You know what Asian fat is, right? Like when they're so fat that they've got the fat in their face and it makes them look Asian when they're not Asian.
Oh, I never heard of that. Interesting.
Yeah. So like you know, like their face just gets so puffy that it kind of squashes their eyes shut, and they've got those
Oh
kind
my
of like
gosh, like high cortisol.
really fat, like so fat. And it was my 24th birthday, and me and this French guy that I worked with, like, we used to drink a lot. So like he loved the idea of Irish car bombs. When he first saw Irish car bombs, like, what the fuck is an Irish car bomb? He had one. He was like, fuck yeah. Like, so for my 24th birthday, he lines it up because we had an open tab at the club that I worked at. And he lines up 10 Irish car bombs each. And it's like, we have to get through it. And honestly, I've never gotten so drunk in my life. I remember getting to like the 6th one, I think it was. And I don't even remember whether or not I finished it or not. Like, we had to kind of down them as quickly as possible. And immediately I got fucked. Like, immediately. And the rest of the night was like a blackout. I vaguely remember a few things. I remember like being in the VIP area and waking up and then kind of like talking to somebody and then just kind of like resting my eyes again. And then I remember trying to get out of the toilets. And like, cause I was in the toilets and I kind of like didn't know why the door wasn't opening and it was unlocked. And it was cause I was like pushing it instead of pulling it. Just little bits and pieces. And I remember leaving the place and walking somewhere. And I remember this chick literally kind of like holding me up, like dragging me back. But there was a bunch of us. And I remember there was quite a few of us. The next thing I remember, I'm waking up and I'm in a bed and I recognize that it's her place. And obviously, like, that fucking cold sweat runs down your back and you're like shitting yourself. And like straight away, I'm like feeling to see if I've got like my trousers on. And I'm like, no, they're not on. I'm like, holy shit. And I see that there's this chick lying in bed next to me. And I just snuck out of the bed so quietly. And as I turned around to like put my trainers on, I realized like she doesn't look as big as I thought she would have been. And then I realized that it's her roommate. And like I'm like, thank fuck, because yeah, her roommate wasn't fat. But yeah, like very like dodged a bullet. Like I don't think I've ever dodged a bullet that well before, like especially such a fat bullet.
Do you think that you were purposely drugged and the bigger girl got to you first and then just handed her off to her friend?
Oh no, I know that the big girl didn't fuck me.
You
Well, I'm
can't
pretty
know
sure.
that.
I'm pretty sure she didn't because so like, when I found out that it was her roommate, and her roommate was cute. Her roommate was like I think she was like a fitness instructor or something, but so she had a really nice body. She had a pretty face as well.
Mhm.
And I met her roommate on like 2 occasions before. I mean, like where we spoke like on 2 occasions before, but like she would always like, well, most of the time she would come over to the club when we were closing up so that they would go home together. So when I found out that it was her, I was like so like fucking happy that I thought, okay, well, look, now I kind of feel bad that I don't remember what happened. So like hopped back into bed again and like we like had another experience. And then her roommate, well, the girl that I work with, the big chick, she comes into the room to basically tell her like I'm off to the shops. And she finds out that this girl's on top of me and I'm like literally like fingering her from behind, and she walks right in and gets like a, you know, back end view of me doing that. And she got really pissed off. Like she was like so pissed off and stormed off. So I don't think that would have happened if we banged. Would it?
Yes, it would have. She's mad because she had you first and then this
No,
stole
no.
you.
No, I didn't have bruises. I would have had bruises if like I banged that chick. She was big, cat. She was big.
Well,
She was big. Well, you know what? I don't remember it. So there's no trauma.
God. Okay. Moving on. Other things we can do to avoid turning things from platonic to not platonic. Never talk about, no playful, flirty banter. Stick to roasting, playful insults. To always bring up how unattractive you find them in casual conversation. So that's why, you know, I like you and Teriak because you guys were always roasting me. So I know like that's platonic.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, and you could tell like that's the difference. Like just constantly like, oh, insult. Because you're not trying to impress me. So you could tell like there's a disdain.
There's a healthy kind of loathing. Just
Yeah.
at the right level.
Mm-hmm. And that's good and healthy. I'm trying to think. Okay.
I don't think these are good qualities. I mean, not qualities. I don't think these are good tips, really, so far. Like, no flirting. It's like people flirt.
I don't
Flirting
flirt.
is like banter with a girl is flirting.
Yeah, you should. Okay, but it's a type of banter. You look so hot in that. That is not appropriate.
There's this really fat chick at work.
Oh God, I knew
She's
you would.
20. She's about 20 years older than me, and she's like this huge African woman, like massive. And I always flirt with her. I'm always like I say the most inappropriate shit to her. I'm like, you know, I tell her even in front of her husband, I'm like, how are my kids
God.
doing? Like, yeah. I'm like, I told her like I said to him, I said like, you need to keep her away from me. Honestly, like she's groping me all day long, like stuff like that. Like just and the reason why it's a joke is because we know that there's no way we're gonna fuck. There's no way. Like you wouldn't do it. So like
So she's not in
That-
your 80%.
she's not. I'd have to have like, yeah. I'd have to have like 10 Irish car bombs before it happened.
So it's your form of charity.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
Once in a while, usually around Christmas time, I fuck the disadvantaged.
That's so very kind of you. The next one is no talking negative about relationship partners to each other. Venting.
See, that's the rule for the women. That's the rule for the women. Men don't do that.
Men do that too.
No,
I've
they
had
don't.
men do that to me. What are you talking about? Men do that all the time.
No.
I've
Well,
had tons
okay.
of dudes do
Sorry.
it to me.
Any real man, if he has problems before he starts bad mouthing like the person he's in the relationship with, if it gets that bad, he'll leave her. The only time guys will vent about their partner is to other guys.
No.
If you
They
start
vent-
venting about it to other women, then you're a piece of shit guy.
No. Dudes will vent to see, like, to test the water to see if you'll like bang them. That's how that works.
Well,
be
no,
very
maybe guys do that as a strategy because they think that will let her know that I'm not happy and maybe we can fuck.
Yes.
And that's again because they're stupid guys. Because if you actually want a woman to fuck you, what you should do is you should just constantly be complimenting how awesome your girl is while you're with this other girl. That will get her to fuck you if she's that type of woman. If
You
she's the
don't
kind of
want
woman,
that type of woman. That's also the type of woman who you'll catch a case and a disease.
oh, Kat, you double rap with those kind of women who'll fuck a guy who's in a relationship.
Anyways, next one. No alone time with them. Nothing that looks like it could be a date.
These are the dumbest rule. Like, how do you make sure that you don't cheat on your significant other with this like fuck buddy type person? Just don't spend time with them. Like it's
What's the
do you know
problem?
you want to know here's what I think a solid rule is. That does it at any point does it say this? Become friends with their significant other. If they have a significant other, become friends with them.
Mhm.
For example, look at Steve. Anyone who knows Steve and gets cool with Steve wouldn't dream of fucking you.
What the fuck? Okay.
Because they're like, I can see in this guy's face how much he suffers with this woman. There's no way I'm going to go near her. No. But in all seriousness, you're like, this is the nicest guy. There's no way I don't want to fuck his girl. I don't want to do that to like somebody that nice. But then again, if you
Definitely
meet
evil people out there.
Yeah, but the thing is that somebody who's that shitty that they would fuck over a really decent person that they're friends with,
Mhm.
I think that somebody who's that shitty, even like the dumbest hoe, would recognize that this person's just too much of a piece of shit for me to want to be friends with.
Yeah, we would hope. We would hope at least. Okay. Next one is no drugs or alcohol around the friend when your significant other is not around. That is just like asking for somebody, maybe the other person has more interest, and then you have a situation. Oh, and the next one is don't comfort a single friend, like a friend in person if you're in a relationship. And we'll talk about some studies that have to do with that. Oh, actually, let's do it now. So there's a bunch of studies that show that if a woman, especially, actually, this happens to women too, not as a high amount, but they also happens that if a man goes to hug or kiss on the cheek, hello, his female friend, and she finds him attractive. So remember, going back to who finds who attractive, there's an 80% chance for men and forgot what it was, 20% chance for girls to find you attractive. So if you give them some physical contact, like a hug, comforting them because they're crying, or to say hello, they will misinterpret that as a sexual advance. And it's very dangerous. So no physical contact for that reason alone. Now you can do group hugs. So if you're in a group of friends and somebody's crying, we can all hug them together to comfort them, but not one-on-one. What? You gotta, this is just biology. You have to be careful. And in fact, it's even higher when they are crying that they would find you attractive, which is wild. So the more depressed and sad someone is that you physically contact them to comfort them, the more turned on and the more likely they'll think you're turned on too.
Why do you think I always say be there and you'll be like the penis for them to cry on?
I know that's why they do it. I
Exactly.
didn't realize that there were biological things at play.
Of course.
I thought they were just like pathetically hopeless, but apparently you can, if you're a dude and you wait, eventually she's gonna cry about something, and then you just swoop in there and she will find you sexually attractive. Crazy, wild. So also the study showed it has to be if it's 3 seconds or longer, they're more likely to find you sexually interested in them. 3 seconds, or so you have to do like a quick hi, how's it going? And then you just stop touching them immediately. Hey, what's up? High five. Like it's got to be super quick, under a second, brief, or they'll want to bang.
Well, yeah. So obviously over a second, then, like over 3 seconds.
Yeah. So you can't comfort people. So
comfort them, cuddle them. That's the tip, boys. Comfort them, cuddle them for longer than 3 seconds.
Them, yes.
Make sure that they can feel you pressing the erection into their thigh.
And when I think about it, like I haven't had that many boyfriends, but like my first boyfriend, we were friends, BFFs, for 4 years. No physical contact, nothing. Never shook a hand, nothing. Just friends.
They're gonna write stories about this relationship.
What? Anyways.
My first boyfriend, no physical contact.
No. When we were friends.
Was he in prison?
When we were friends. Like the 4 years we were just friends.
Oh, right, okay.
Anyways, and then like my other friend passed away and I'm sad, I'm crying, and he comforts me. And I swear
what a player. What a player. This guy was heartless. This guy, oh my God, that's just savage, Riz.
No, like, I'm telling you. I'm
going to wait until this guy dies. He got the cancer diagnosis. I'm going to buy a new suit. I'm going to get my hair done. This is the time. Cat's going to give it up.
Okay, anyways. No, it was my girlfriend passed away. And then he was there every single day after school.
Of course he was.
Yes, of course he was. He would drive to my house and I'd cry
this
on
guy
his shoulder.
earned that pussy, Cat. This guy earned it. Did he get the cherry or were you already used up by then?
Oh my God. No, we both got it from each other.
Wow. This guy deserved that. That was masterful. That was masterful. Did your friend die quick or did he have to wait really long?
Oh my God. Wow. Oh my God. Anyway, shut up, Imperious.
No, did he? Was it quick? Was it quick or did she?
The death?
Yeah.
I wasn't there, so I don't know.
No, but like, was it a diagnosis thing or was it like a car?
No, it was like she had, you know what Michaela Peterson had before she got on the Lion diet?
Oh shit! So did it take
like
long?
Like inflammation and like the what's it called? The joints and stuff were inflamed and she had to be on prednisone a lot. And then finally, like, I think her lungs collapsed and all this shit.
Jesus Christ. So that probably took a while.
Yeah, it took a few years.
He must have had blue balls. Like, he must have really been like, God, when is she going to go? How much longer?
The gay guy was the second one, Simperius. That was the second guy. This one was straight. We think.
This guy was hella straight. He waited for her best friend to die so he could bang.
Anyways, so yeah, don't hug people.
I'm just imagining Kat at the funeral crying her eyes out, and he's just like, "Oh my god, I'm crying because my balls are going to explode.
Shut up. Oh my
I've been
god.
waiting for this so long."
All right, let's see. All right, that's
I need to meet this guy. Kat, are you still friends with him? Can we get him on next week's show?
my first boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel bad for him. This poor
Does
kid.
Steve know this story?
Yeah.
Does he respect the guy's game as well?
Well,
He must. He must be
yeah,
like, that
I
guy.
think so. I think like, he put in a lot of effort.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did he at least
But-
keep a straight face during the funeral?
Yeah, he
He wasn't looking too happy.
no, he held it down. He was really good at that.
That's Jesus, man. That's
I'm telling you though, but this was so messed up. I don't know if
Imperious. Sorry, I hate to break it to you, dude. She got married. Kat's sister got married.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. A couple weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, married a passport, bro.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's a passport bro because she married so that she could move out. And now she lives with him.
Oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? She's happy and
Imperious. It's a brown dude.
no, he's not. He's like
You don't want to go near her now.
Portuguese. What am I saying?
He's brown.
Portuguese.
He's brown.
So he's like a olivey lights.
He looks like an illegal Imperious.
No, he doesn't. He looks like a conquistador type looking dude.
He looks like somebody who you'd need to quarantine for a while before you let them in.
No, he looks like he's actually very cute. So we're very proud of her.
He looks like somebody who'd wear a bomb vest.
No, he doesn't. Stop. Anyways. Okay. What else?
Believe in yourself. Yeah, that's the word. That's the word.
What?
Swarthy.
I don't get it. What does that mean?
Oh, God, buy a dictionary, woman.
No. Can you just, like, what is this bullshit, Simperius? Yes, I believe he is Catholic and she's Catholic, so they're...
He's not. He's not.
How do you know?
Because he looks like the type of person that would explode when they get angry, and Catholics don't do that.
You've never seen him.
You showed me pictures.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, well. Shut up, Simperius. My arms are not jiggly. Did you see what this little shit posted?
What?
Hold on, let me save it. Okay.
I think that actually turns on Imperius. He's so obsessed with your arms that I think it's not just that he's trying to insult you. I think it kind of does it for him.
Yeah, stop freaking talking about my arms. He posted this. Look at this picture.
I know what you ate last summer.
Yes. My arms are not like that, you ass wipes. Look, I'm going to start lifting, you guys. I'm going to start lifting so that if I ever see Simperius, I could like throw him over a bridge or something.
That's the problem. Steve does everything for you.
I'm going to try to pick him up. What do you think?
Steve.
Oh, where is he? He should come here and say hi before we go.
Go on then. So how was it when he smashed finally?
I don't know. I'm not a guy.
How quick after your friend died did you give it up?
Probably another few years.
What the fuck?
But we dated for a few years.
What the fuck? Wait. You dated for a few years before you gave it up, or you?
Yeah.
Oh, what the shit?
What? He put in the time and the effort, okay?
Oh my god. I hope you sucked the life out of him.
No, I never did.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh Jesus Christ.
What?
I'm kind of your friend, Kat. And
Well,
even I'm saying I don't think it was worth it for him.
you know, I don't personally. I don't think it was worth it for me either.
Well, no, you should have some sympathy for the guy.
Why? This is the
I
same
mean,
guy that was cheating on me.
what? Because maybe because he had to wait 3 years.
Well, whatever. We weren't old enough to get married, and we should not be like banging when we're that young. We got together like when we were too young.
Oh shit. Okay. Wait. Like what age?
Like probably like 16.
Oh yeah. What? Consent in America is 18, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fucked. Here it's 16. Shit, if I had to wait until I was 18, I think I would have fucking legit exploded.
You know, you could just do it yourself. You don't need another person. What? It's true. You know, there's nothing wrong with just using your own hand and not getting any diseases.
Kat, you think everyone's diseased?
I do, because they are. Oh my gosh, have you seen the news, like statistics? This is like, it's wild that the amount of people now that have HIV is insane. I used to work at an HIV clinic. So of course, you know, like I'm super like I think everybody's disgusting and disease. I worked at an HIV clinic. That was like my first
Is this
real
why
job.
you hate black people so much?
No, shut up. No. No.
Why
It
do
was,
you hate them so much, though?
oh my God, I do not stop.
Okay, fine. You
You're gonna get
said
me in
that so
trouble.
convincingly. You said that so convincing. I do not. Imagine Hitler saying that. Hitler, what's your problem with the Jews? I don't hate them. Stop.
Yes, I am a hypochondriac, but look, I was so traumatized when I got this job that like I just find it so disgusting when I find out
Why
people
did you
are
get
very
it?
loose. It was the only job I could get, okay?
Okay, so what's the statistic now? How many people
Okay.
had it?
Let me look. It was high back when I was doing this, like 100 years ago. Okay, let's see. It doesn't say a percentage. They make it really difficult. Anyways, I'm not going to find an exact stat without like spending a lot of time. But
Yeah,
I do know.
I thought you knew it off the top of your head.
No. I know that it's gone up since I was doing it. I think they said it's gone up like 100%. So it's ridiculous now compared to when but I don't know the exact
But is
one.
this globally or is it like in America?
In America, I know. I don't know about the rest of the world. In America
In
specifically.
America, even.
Yes.
Jesus. What do you think the reasons for that? All the trans weirdos and all the queer people just doing.
I think
like
people are
that.
just there's a percentage of sexually active people, and they're all not in relationships. They're just all having sex with each other, and that's increasing the rates.
But
What?
we've had that for a long time, and they were still sensible enough to not.
Also, using protection has completely stopped. The rates of that completely stopped. Like they are not using protection anymore for some reason. Why do you think that is?
Raw dog.
What's wrong with you?
They just need feelings.
My gosh. Anyways, where is... He's coming. Just give him a second. So,
it could be that your country's letting too many dirty illegals.
No, it's not the illegal. It's the population. It's the main population. What? Yeah, so I think it's a lot of people who don't use protection, and they're like the top people on the dating apps, the top users of the dating apps. I think the highest was in downtown Austin or something like that. Like it's become an epicenter for that because they use the app so heavily. So basically, if you go on a dating app, the top people who are getting dates on dating apps, you have a high percentage of getting something. It is sky high. And because for some reason, I think there's like a cultural thing, people do not fear getting it anymore. They're just like, I'll just take a pill forever, which is ridiculous because they don't understand. In order to get that pill every month, it could be as much as $20,000 per month per pill. You have to basically like empty out your bank account and get on government assistance for the rest of your life. And any income you get will be deducted from what the government gives you towards getting, your assistance and stuff like that. So there's really no incentive to work. Like they make it so like you're basically like a slave. So, but people think it's not a big deal. Here, just use this one. Show them how your ear broke.
Got Donald Trumped.
Yeah.
Buy roses.
It's happening. It's happening. It's the most complicated.
Where am I?
Oh my gosh.
It's written on it.
It's like when you buy your granddad some new technology and he's trying to work out how to use it.
Come on, put it in.
That's what she said.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous.
And it's in. Are you happy?
How do you know Randy Simperius? We need to call Randy. Tell him to come on. Not today, but like next week we'll call him.
Is he sounding better or is he still sounding depressed?
He's always depressed.
Always depressed.
Always depressed.
Whenever I was talking to him before, he was sounding wired as fuck.
Well, he's a ginger, so take it as it is. It's a ginger thing.
Yeah, they have like a very high physical pain tolerance, but a low mental agony tolerance.
Well, it's like getting a terminal diagnosis, really, when you're born ginger.
It is.
You're ginger. I'm afraid your kid's ginger.
Okay, so anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know what you were talking about.
Oh, we were talking about male and female friendships.
That's not exactly true.
What were we talking about?
Kat was telling us about how she lost her virginity to this player that waited until her friend would die so that he could kind of get that kind of, you know, that sympathy fuck. Well, not really sympathy. Like the what's what I'm looking for? The
Depression
mourning
bang.
fuck.
Morning, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened was that was my best friend, and then my female best friend died, and I was depressed, and he came around, and according to studies,
She came around. She was
you,
always around,
it
Kat.
tricks your brain to being attracted to them. So that's why those guys do that.
I don't think they literally
No,
know
they
that they're
know.
doing that.
They know.
But you-
Here,
but
wait.
granted,
Here's how you'll know he's a real player. When did he become your friend, Kat?
Like 4 years before that.
And she was already diagnosed at that point, wasn't she?
No, he didn't even know about her.
Yeah,
until,
she was.
2
He
years
knew.
later.
He knew.
No.
He was like, this chick's got a friend who's going to die at some point soon, hopefully.
wait,
So I'm going to get in there.
So there is something that certain men do, possibly women, that go
You?
to funerals
Oh,
to pick
yeah.
up people.
Yeah.
True. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you know that this is a question, a legit question that's on a test to find out if somebody's a psychopath?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Oh, yeah, do it. I know about it. Go.
You
I'll
know
make
that
you
question,
answer. I
right?
know it, so you answer it.
Right. So oh God, if I can remember the question exactly, it was this. There was a woman. Well, you're going to guess the answer because you've spoken about it. So there's a woman, and this is a question that we'll ask people on the test. And if you get it right, it's one of the indicating factors that you're a psychopath.
Okay.
So there was a woman who met a guy, and well, okay, so yeah, a woman met a guy at a funeral, and they were kind of, I think they were awake afterwards. She hit it off with this guy. She got to know him quite well, but you know, they didn't kind of like exchange numbers or anything. They just kind of like had a good conversation. She really liked him. She felt like there was a connection. Obviously, they were at a funeral though, so like, you know, he wasn't really looking to hook up with anyone. But she really, really liked him. After the funeral, she couldn't get in touch with him anymore, right? But it was a I can't remember how this fucking question went. I'm sorry, I'm just struggling a little bit. But anyway, long story short, she liked the guy, met him in the funeral, and I think it was something like 3 days later or whatever, she killed her sister.
So that
And
there
I
would
was
be
like,
another funeral. And she
yeah, so like it's when they kind of give you the kind of preamble of it, they say like, why did she kill her sister? And the answer was so that there would be another funeral and she would get to see the guy again. And that sounds like so fucking stupid, but to a psychopath, it makes complete sense.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah.
And psychopaths get it. They're just like straight away, they're like, yeah, so that she would meet the guy again.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
But that test had like loads of questions that were similar to that. There were such bizarre questions, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, and you could really struggle to try and work it out. And then when you see the answer, like, it makes no sense to you. It's like, what the fuck?
So there's funeral crashers, and then there's people that go to church to pick up people.
That's a whole different thing.
That it's a little different, but there's guilt involved. There's you're taking the sack. I won't say that.
Okay, let's relax. All right. Why don't you talk about how your friends would molest you?
Molest me?
Or they would try to do things with you.
Which ones?
All of them.
Not exactly sure what you're talking about.
Just, you know, Look into your thoughts, into your background.
I do have women that, yeah, did want to molest me, but there's some that ended up,
molesting you.
No, I mean, it wasn't molesting, because we both, hit it off, but they were not exactly the person that I would normally be with, put that way. Yes.
Well, okay. So
In what way? In what way, Steve?
So
Are
they
you
weren't
saying they were
attractive.
chunky?
They were not my type. Let's put it that way.
But you still would bang them.
I did bang them, yes.
Okay.
Once. There was no seconds, just once. I had a moment of weakness. What? I was younger,
Oh my God.
That's some good wood.
Oh my God. I do agree with this. We need to get you a chastity belt, honey, because you're having some problems controlling yourself.
No, this is no longer. There's no way that's ever happening again. No. No way.
Because I protect you from them.
It's not has nothing to do with you. It's that I'm not doing that again. I feel bad.
Why do you feel bad? Like you feel like
because he's with you. Because he's with you, Kat. That's why.
No, it's like the memories are not fond. And then
the correct answer is
you got flashbacks like you were in Nam or something.
Well,
the correct answer is that Kat's his molester now.
There was some sort of you could call it a spell. You could call it
Wait,
brainwashing. You could call it.
Tell them about they were demons, right, honey?
There was this one. She would my coworkers would tell me when I would leave the room. She would sit in my chair and she'd say, "I can feel his presence." And
it could have been worse, Steve, because she could have been sniffing the chair.
She might have been sniffing the chair. It's possible. Highly possible. Yeah, it wasn't. She was weird, definitely weird, and
but she was sitting in your chair saying she can feel your presence.
Yes, and she could feel other things.
When you came back to the chair, was there like a moist spot on it?
There might have been, with two.
Okay, we don't need. What is wrong with you? Jesus. Anyways,
2 little snail trails.
Yes.
Okay, stop. So, calm down.
Looked like a squashed butterfly.
Yeah.
Kat's giving you a dirty look. If she knows that you're picturing it, and it's from another woman.
Disgusting.
So anyway, yeah, there was that, and then I had to have the conversation that we can't do this again, and that was made it more difficult. They were coworkers, so should not have done that.
You don't.
My bad.
Okay. What about that one time that somebody tried to drug you and take you home?
That was you, Kat.
That might have been you. Drug me and take me home.
Do you remember how when we first started dating, right? Or maybe getting to know each other, and then you wanted to go to some concert, and one of those concerts where everybody does something and starts making out with trees or something, whatever weird stuff.
Ultra Festival.
Yeah, okay. So he wanted to go to this concert, which I knew everybody.
I'd gone to it in other years past.
Degenerate stuff. So he wanted to go to this degenerate concert alone, and he's like, "I'll be fine." And I already know that he's a cute young boy, and people will take advantage of him.
Well, but I had a VIP pass, I think, at that time.
So you're a VIP skank?
No, I went behind.
There's lots of hot young girls
everywhere.
in the VIP section too, honey.
But it's the type of girls that smell of BO and patchouli.
Yeah.
So it's
BO, patchouli, and raspberry flavored vodka or something like that.
It's oddly specific. Anyways, so like he's like, I'm going to this concert, whatever, and I'm like, no, you're not. He's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm VIP or some shit like that. I do what I want.
What's VIP like at those festivals? That means that you've got a standard festival toilet to shit in instead of a hole in the ground. That's like
The toilets were nicer. I mean, I don't remember the toilets.
They had
to be
a
honest.
nice standalone building.
They had tents for the talent, and they were not trailers. They were tents. They should have had trailers. I don't know why they didn't have trailers. They had tents for the
What talent?
The DJs.
Were there any female DJs there?
I was not exactly with it going through there, and I did not make the most of this VIP pass, which I got from an MTV employee that did not work the rest of the festival. She just gave it to me.
A she?
Yes.
How did you know the she?
Through a he.
Uh-huh.
And the he wanted to bang the she, and
Settled
the
for
she
you?
did not want to bang the he. And then
but she gave you the ticket because she wanted to bang you.
I didn't notice. If she did,
You never do, Steve. That's why Kat is so angry right now.
He's like
she wasn't my
I'm
type.
so
Just, you know.
innocent. Like
No, but
everybody's so nice to me. It's so weird.
She just gave me VIP backstage passes. That was all. Like
What? That
Why?
happens all the time, doesn't it? No.
Kat's laughing, but she's dying inside.
This is why I have to like tell him about female nature. It's like, honey, not everybody's your friend.
But this was like upper level VIP. This was like I could go anywhere. Security said no.
She
and I
really
looked
wanted
at
to
my
get with you.
passport, Yes,
She really wanted to get with you. She gave you the best tickets.
she did.
Wow, you know how
Oh,
expensive
God.
that show is, and how to get
Yeah,
VIP.
I know.
I know people who spend thousands of dollars to get that, and you just got for free the
Yeah.
ultra VIP.
Steve, just don't talk about it anymore, Steve. Because otherwise, she's gonna hit the fridge so hard after this stream.
It's gonna be a freezer, but
She's gonna eat all of her feelings away. Kat, just think.
Mhm.
Watch your arms. Watch your arms.
Oh my God, shut up.
Don't stay away from the fridge. It's not your friend.
No, it's not.
Terrible. Anyways, so I picked him up from that concert after working a long day at work, and I had to drive an hour and a half back to my house to come back and pick him up at 1:30 in the morning to drive him to his house because this dumbass blasted out of his mind was like, I'll just walk home.
Yeah, it's walking home through a perfectly nice neighborhood
The
that
most-
you can get any sort of street drug that you desire.
The neighborhood that went famous for having bum fights in the middle of the streets
Yes.
with crackheads.
You know, that's no more dangerous than the country that I was living in prior to, that it could have been blown up on the corner.
It's a different
So-
danger. But
No,
you
it's-
do not walk through that at 1-2 in the morning.
I was
blasted.
doing it with all the other people. that went
Nobody
to that-
else was there with you.
there
That
were a
was
few
your
people.
friend.
I just walked quickly across certain areas.
I'm just picturing Steve like Will Ferrell and old school, going like, we're gonna go run around the quad naked. Like,
But look, there were so many nice people there. There was people hollering.
I'm sure
saying,
every-
hello, hey, you.
I'm sure everybody was nice.
Hey,
to-
Whitey.
Oh my God. Oh no. So anyway, after a horrible long day of work, I drove all the way home an hour and a half. Then I had to wake up at 1 in the morning, drive an hour
You
and
did
a half.
not have to. I
wasn't gonna
ask
let
you.
I just met you. I was not gonna let you be killed. Dumbass.
Would not have been killed.
You just
would've-
met
I
him.
could have had a really good time. A really good
You
time.
you could have gotten a disease. I was like fearful of that.
possible, but-
So anyways, so then I drove all the way there, put you in the car, and you're like, hey, what's up?
Cat's got this real. Cat's got such a weird fucking issue.
It is. It's weird.
She's like, she gets one job working in an AIDS clinic, and Steve's like, I'm going to be walking home alone through a dangerous area. You might get AIDS. You don't know what the AIDS is like, Steve. I worked at a clinic. Just trust me. Like, you're going to go out, make sure you wear a scarf. You don't want to catch the AIDS. Like,
wear a sweater if you can. I know it's midsummer.
So, anyways, I threw him in the car. And then we get to his house and say, do you want to come upstairs? I'm like, no, I don't want to go upstairs, you idiot. I have work in the morning, you freaking moron. And then I leave him up there. He's like, eh. And then he goes upstairs. I drive home for another hour and a half.
But you don't know. I went back there. No, I didn't.
Jeez.
Good times. Good times.
imagine, Kat, if you drove him all the way home and then you left, you made sure he was tucked in, you left, and then later on that chick who gave him the tickets shows up.
Oh, she did not.
Was that a smile?
No, she did not. It would have been very confusing for me. Like, what are you doing here? What? You want the VIP? No, what?
I gave you the VIP tickets. Time to collect.
Time to collect. All right, get on your knees. I gotta clean the floors. Can you clean the floors for me?
Gonna wash the carpet with your tongue.
Wash the carpet. Is it shaved?
Very romantic. Anyways, that's why we don't have friends.
Well, because they all want to. I mean, is that a problem?
Steve's like, I've still got friends. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't have time for good, deep, whatever relationship.
You don't need to have deep anything with any female. That's fine.
Well, even like, okay, so let's
no. Here we go.
Let's think about it this way. You
No.
moved from another country
Here we go.
to the country you're living in, and you'd like some male friends. Okay, let's bring this. Let's go through the logic here. And are you going to go on like what's that, Bumble, to like meet dudes? You can be friends with dudes.
Grinder, honey. It's Grinder. If you ever feel the need, it's Grinder.
That is like the most weird. Hey man, let's go out to a bar and maybe something will happen. What? No.
What?
No, like
Wait. What are you talking about?
To me, for me to go and try to seek out other men to have relationships.
Dude, every male friend
very gay to me.
Every male friend you've ever had has wanted to bang you. I don't know how to tell you this. They've either wanted to bang you or they wanted to use you to bang chicks.
Well,
I'm just realizing right now.
Not mine.
I'm just realizing right now how psycho Kat is. Kat just thinks that everyone wants to fuck Steve. I think this is a strange kind of psychopathy that you have.
She takes out the silicon stick.
She takes jealousy to a whole new level. Like, this is like a mythical level of jealousy.
That old lady over there, yeah, she wants to bang you.
Dude, remember we went to the bank one day, right? And all
Kat, do you think your own mother wants to fuck Steve?
She does.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No. Can you say for sure she wouldn't?
She might. It's possible.
Do you think your sister wants to bang Steve?
She would. If I died, she's allowed.
Okay. Do you think your brother wants to fuck Steve?
No.
No.
Wow, we found one person.
It's hard to find people.
Let's keep searching.
You know what would be the best plot twist?
Before he gets here.
What would be the best plot twist is Steve, fuck her brother, please.
No.
It's the one thing she's not expecting.
Wait a minute. That would mean I'm not gay if I do it to him, right? So
please don't talk anymore. Oh my god. No, so there was this one time that he took me to the bank that he always goes to. Every old lady in this bank lit up like a Christmas tree when he got in there.
No, they're just happy.
They weren't happy when anybody else walked in, dumbass. You see what I have to deal with?
Well, they do refer to me. I mean,
You got nothing. You got nothing. See,
There is a British guy who is nice. I
to
don't
you,
know. Yeah. He's
he wants to bang you.
No, I don't think he wants to bang me.
Mhm.
But he is from London.
That doesn't mean
Which is
anything.
weird. No, it's weird to
Doesn't
have
mean anything.
someone from London in my
City.
in my bank that
Okay.
is a teller there. That's not Muslim.
What is your point?
Yeah,
do with
none of the
anything?
Muslims are going to leave my city. Trust me.
So yeah, they do light up,
Mhm.
but I thought that was customer service.
Oh yeah, that's customer service. Damon, do you get that kind of customer service when you
Oh,
walk
I'll bet
into?
he does.
You think
I'll bet he does.
we don't
I'm
know.
fucking
Oh,
adorable.
yes. They get on their knees and say hello.
Oh my god. Yeah, Steven thinks very highly of you, Damon.
Because he's high,
Aw,
he's very tall.
He
likewise.
imagines you get lots of chicks.
Yes, chicks,
Well,
dudes.
there's I'm behaving now.
You're behaving for what? 1 week?
No, it's been a couple of weeks now.
It's
been a couple of weeks now.
Oh, you're behaving for a couple of weeks. So you haven't
Okay,
gotten
it's few. More than 3, I think.
more than 3 weeks without. Okay, well, I don't know whether to applaud you or be concerned.
3
What
weeks is it?
I did say I want to see where things go with this girl. I'm not being a degen. I'm
Are you
yeah.
seeing her?
Are you looking
Yeah,
at her?
kind of still keeping it like I did, doing the thing that I did with the previous chick, where I'm just like, I'm gonna get to know her as a friend,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm enjoying that, taking my time.
How long are you going to take?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think when it kind of plateaus with regards to like how well I think I know her, because I'm still kind of like finding out new things about it. I'm enjoying that, taking my time, enjoying it.
So, are you going to wait 3 months?
Why 3 months?
That's
so
what the studies say.
So you wait. Is it 80 days?
It's about 80 days.
So about 80 days, and then you'll see her as a human.
Yeah, that's when the hormone thing shut off because you didn't bang them in that time. And it depends on how often you're exposed to them. So it could be longer if you don't see them every day.
Or if you expose yourself to them, also
Stop.
a little bit different.
No, okay. I'll give it time. I think that's doable. 3 months.
Wait.
What the fuck?
That's doable. We tried to get you to wait 1 month. You couldn't even do that.
Well, I got better. Like, because
He's getting better. 1 month.
I did it with the last girl.
Mm-hmm.
Can you commit to like, okay, if you're considering, this is just
It's
advice
so
that-
funny hearing from you this stuff. Go on.
Not a play. What if you're
Biggest
considering
degen.
banging her? What I want you to do is I want you to like knock out 5 times.
Knock out what?
He knows what
Oh,
I'm talking
dude! Whenever I work with her, I always like, yeah, I do it before going to work, so I've got that post nut clarity straight away.
So that that is.
Did you
not
ever do
getting
that
in the
when
way.
you hung out with me?
No, you're not that hot, cat.
After I would hang out with you because you were denying me. So
What?
yeah. Yeah, you know how long
So
it took?
wait. No, we don't talk about that.
Okay.
But you never. So
Yes, we do. What was that?
So
What
you
was that,
didn't
Steve?
want any clarity to get to know me at all.
What? No, we
He
were
thought
getting
he
to know
kept
each other
thinking you were
and-
gonna put out.
Wow.
What? I did want to bang. I mean,
What?
I didn't know what you wanted because you were like not giving any sort of sign to me at
You were
all.
frigid. You were frigid, basically, cat.
Yes.
There you go.
Wasn't just frigid. She was in the freezer.
Ice frigid.
Like I had to get an icebreaker to get through to just say hello, or I had to force her to shake my hand.
Mhm.
Wow, Kat.
What is the big deal? People you just touch anybody?
No. I'm thankful that you did it this way, because then it like took, what is it, a year? Was it a year?
Kinda.
And then I grew on you like mold.
Uh-huh.
And then I realized that you were truly the person that I wanted to be with. And
Oh
that
my god.
I had dated a whole bunch of other people, and I had this
Steve, it
criteria.
sounds
You
like
had
she
all of it.
just broke your spirit and you didn't have the energy to move on to anyone else.
Oh, no.
So you're
No.
just like, oh God, it took a year, so I think I'll just cut my losses and stay with this one.
It does sound like that, but
No.
no. I mean, we weren't seriously dating.
We weren't
So
we were getting to know each other.
we were
not
getting to know
dating.
each other. We were dating other people at the same time. So this was not like
You were
exclusive.
banging people, not
I was
dating.
banging people.
You're like,
people
hey!
were doing things to you.
No. He came
Uh-huh.
home one day, not home, like we weren't living together. He came on a date and he's like, oh, I was at this party and this chick fought with her boyfriend and then she grabbed me by the neck and took me home. And I'm like,
Nice.
and I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, it's great.
But we were friends, apparently.
We were dating, getting to know each other.
I wasn't even sure if we were. I'm not even sure if you could call it dating, because we were just going to the movies. We go to maybe dinner on occasion.
Uh-huh.
It was mainly going to the movies.
Uh-huh.
We were both very lonely, even though you were with.
I was not lonely.
Three other guys.
She was not lonely at all, but she was being good, apparently. Which is
So
fine.
you were with three other guys, Kat, and you got pissed off. There's one chick, like
Okay, no.
home.
With and getting to know are different things. He wasn't dating. He was just banging.
I wasn't.
Yeah, but you were banging other guys,
I was
right?
not banging. I was going on dates.
Were they
Why?
doing anything to you?
No.
Why
They
were you going
paying
on
for
dates with
stuff,
them?
Yes.
But wait, Kat, why were you going on dates with them?
Because he wasn't my boyfriend. We were getting to know each other.
Yeah, so like,
dating.
why were you getting to know other guys? Like,
but wait.
He told me he was getting to know other girls.
No, but she.
Yes, but we know what Steve was thinking though, and you're
What was
kind of
he
saying, I just wanted to get to know three other guys without banging them. I just want to get to know them so that I want to know them better so that I can continue to not bang them.
Okay, but
You don't understand what dating is. At least back in the day, I thought dating was getting to know people. You guys think hookups are dating.
No, I don't think hookups are hookups.
So, she had a brilliant, and I think she should, like, other people should know about this. Other women, is that she had on rotation. She had someone that she would be with for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner, and then maybe afterwards. And there was like 8 people she had on rotation. And then I became the person that she slept with so that she could be more clear with.
No, that's not what happened.
No?
You told me.
That was later.
You told me you were dating people.
Yes.
So I was like, fine, I'm dating people too. And I was dating people.
And then, because then we became like exclusive, and then that
Yes.
that
As soon
went
as we
away.
became exclusive, we stopped hopefully dating other people.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
We
don't know. I wasn't there to watch every second, but we hope for the best. Oh my God, what is this?
Well, so she could meet someone at a funeral.
I was waiting for one of your friends to die. Yes. But anyways.
Well, that's what you should do. I mean, you should date multiple people so you know what you find out what you want.
Well, that's because you didn't know what you wanted.
I kind of knew what I wanted.
No, you didn't. You specifically sent me an email saying that you wanted to date other people.
It was, yeah, you're paraphrasing, but yeah. I mean, I had PTSD from these other relationships that they like went nuts, like
I think
crazy.
you had PTSD because she made you wait a year. So like,
That
it's like,
too.
I know what I want, but it's been a year now and I still haven't got it. So I want to date other people. I
But if
still want to
somebody
see you.
if somebody makes you wait this long, like you're not even sure if they're serious about it. So
Exactly. There's only his balls can only get so blue, Cat.
right. They weren't blue at that. They were black. Okay, very, very blue.
You were fine.
That's because he drained them before he did it with you.
So,
yeah, go on.
Damon, it just
That's
wait, like,
Steve. Like honestly though, but that you should be happy about that, Cat.
About
He's
what?
probably think that he drained it before he did it with you.
What
If
do
he
you mean
didn't, he'd be like,
drained?
this bitch is gonna legit pop if I don't jerk one out before I bang her.
What?
Oh no, he was talking about when I said that if Damon is considering having carnal knowledge with this person, that he should whack one out, if not several times, so that that is not getting in the way of his decision making.
Yeah, you should decide what category you're going to put someone in before you touch them, so that you and make sure you stick to that afterwards. Because
Yeah,
sometimes
like I
that
said,
can
I am behaving. I'm making sensible choices.
making sensible choices, making good choices. We're all making good choices now.
Yes, good
Adult
choices.
choices,
We
right?
don't want to get that AIDS, Cat.
Don't want to get that AIDS. Oh, do you want to tell them
Do I want to tell them what?
about when I made you
Jesus
get tested?
Christ.
Oh, this is okay. So she worked at a AIDS clinic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard.
Had instant tests.
Uh-huh.
Tests that you can just swab around your mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Cheek
she
swab.
decided it would be a smart idea.
Mhm.
I mean, thinking back,
It's the smartest idea
it's
in the
smartest
world.
idea if you're a tiny little person and you know things could go wrong, and if
the
you
hell are
don't
you
want to
talking
deal with that are emotional, then you would want to distance yourself. So she decided to call me up on the phone.
No. I gave it to you.
Yeah, you gave it to me,
Mhm.
and then you told me to do the test later or something,
And call me when
and
you
to
wanted to
call-
know if
yeah,
it was.
to call. It was over the phone. The
Yeah.
results,
Yeah.
and she made me wait.
Uh-huh. So, so instead of like a negative or positive, it gives you like a weird symbol, right? So only the tester knows what the symbol means if it's negative or positive, right? So like you take the test.
Why the fuck?
Exactly.
That's how they do it because they don't want anyone to take the test and then. So
They
I
don't want
knew
people to take a test
So they don't
and
want
actually
people-
know what the result is,
I
so
guess.
that they can control what they think you have and what benefits you may or may not get. And
Okay,
all
wait.
of
It
it's
doesn't matter.
messed up.
The point
Completely
is,
messed up.
so it's a symbol, right? And then like I forgot.
It's like a Star of David or something.
No. It's think of it like either like a triangle
Swastika or Star
a
of David?
rectangle.
Swastika. No,
Stop. It's like a triangle or a rectangle, right? So you don't know what the hell which one means, something like that. So he's like, the symbol is this. And then I'm like, oh shit, let me call you back because I don't remember. So, anyways, while I'm finding that
you
out,
actually didn't remember?
I didn't
I
know.
thought you knew the entire time, and you were just making me sit and
I
simmer.
also wanted you to
Like,
simmer
no.
a little bit.
All this time, I thought you were a psychopath. Like,
To rethink your degen life.
she's not as much of a psychopath as I thought.
But anyway,
Still.
so I found out like it's obviously negative, but I'm like, let's just wait a few minutes, let him think about what he's done to be in this position, so he'll make good choices in the future.
No more bending over.
What the fuck are you talking about? So, anyways, so obviously it was negative, but how did you feel when I told you it was negative?
Well, relieved, obviously.
right? And did you make better choices after that?
No. He just went around fucking loads of women, being like, girls, it's fine. I'm clean. I got a clean bill of health. I'm just going to fuck all these bitches now.
Yeah. I'm going to raw dog it the entire time.
Oh my gosh. Anyways. So,
Line up, all of you bitches. Prepare yourselves for a clean penis. It's got a clean bill of health. Cat had the opposite effect.
Except for you, Cheryl. You're not allowed to be in that line. I know what you've done. No, joking. Cheryl's just fine.
anyways. So yeah.
Was there anything else you wanted to
I think we set it up. I don't know. I feel
there's
like
so much more.
I feel like we've said enough. You want to talk about how one of your other female friends tried to get you drunk and molest you?
No.
Okay. All right.
That one's a private story.
That's for the Damon After Dark story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else?
Nothing else.
I guess we're good. Damon, anything else you want to talk about, or you're good too?
No, I'm against. I think you've put Steve through enough. It's
All
like your relationship is so adorable. It's like I can imagine Kat when she chats with her friends, just being like listening to their stories about their men. Like, oh, he does this and he does that, and like, oh, I've got a new boyfriend. I've got a new, and Kat's just like, I've got a rescue boyfriend. I've saved him. Like,
I took him up off the
I'm
street.
taking him
I
in.
kept him from being raped. And
He was abused.
Oh my
He was
God.
abused by all the previous owners. Like, I had to like reteach him everything. Like,
Thankfully, he
how
was
to
clean.
socialize with women. I had to make him wait a year so that he
Damon.
was ready for it. Like,
Damn it. Isn't it just like taking like a feral cat off the street?
oh my god.
Tomcat.
It's
It
the
would
same
bang
thing.
anything.
I had to get him dewormed. I had to check him for diseases.
Yeah, get an AIDS
I had
test,
to
make
teach
sure he
him
was
how to
all right.
be around people.
Well, there is something that I think the audience should know, so that if you do have sexual concourse with someone,
What?
you should do a full lights on inspection.
Oh, Steven,
Oh, yeah.
if it's that point, people are already screwed.
No,
No.
Well, they're about to get screwed.
What did you see, Steve? What did
No,
you
I
see?
didn't.
Lesions somewhere?
Yeah, you're looking for lesions. You're looking for little dots. You're looking for
Weeping pustules, Cat.
I mean, if there's a jungle down there, good luck. But you do need to like check for things that.
But you're saying this knowledge after being a reformed hoe.
After being with you, yeah.
Well,
Did you ever do that with anyone?
Yeah.
You, Cat.
No, stop.
No,
No, for real.
Not
No.
full lights
Look,
on, but
look.
I did.
Steve, do you know when the best time would have been?
Always
Is
go down there.
after.
I did go down there to
Somehow.
check down there.
No,
I
you
did
didn't.
check.
Steve,
Yes,
No,
Steve,
you
let's be
didn't.
honest.
Yes, I did.
After she asked you to have a fucking AIDS test, you could have been like, lights on, spread your legs, bitch.
I did not have one of those lights.
You should have gone down on her with one of those old school Frankenstein like metal headbands with a big lamp on it.
We're gonna go cave diving. Is that what you think?
Yeah. Do you think this is a true statement?
Vindicates women. Women love saving bad adventurous boys from using their feminine wills. Yeah, could be. I think there might be an appeal. Like, I think I found someone who has lost their way.
What?
And
what? Who?
You
I
found
lost my way?
You found me, who I had lost my way. You know, I was like a degenerate, and you were going to cleanse me of my sins.
God.
Or
Jesus.
make me a good boy again.
I did protect
Well,
you from all of those
psychologically
old.
torture you for a few minutes after
Huh?
she knew what the result was.
I thought it was a punishment a bit.
For
to
what?
me, for not well, okay, if you put it that way.
What?
Punishment for
No,
being
it was a punishment
poor.
for him seeing other women.
Yes, for seeing other women other than you.
Yeah, I had to make sure he was thoroughly traumatized, so he knew to
I can
stop.
imagine when Kat said, "Oh shit, it's a rectangle." Wait a second, and she hung up the phone on you, and then I can imagine her just like sitting at her table, like eating some tacos, looking at her watch, thinking, "Am I going to call him back now?" And she's like, "No, fuck him. I want to see other women. No, fuck him." And then she's like waiting, and she's like a minute for every bitch she's seeing on the side.
And then she goes order some tacos. She waits
Yeah.
for the tacos to come. She eats the tacos thoroughly.
And then
She
I'm
goes-
just like, oh, this is the best taco. I bet he's suffering.
Then she falls asleep on the couch. And then she wakes up and goes, "Oh, maybe I should call him back."
And he's calling nonstop, and I'm
nah.
like, silent. He needs a little more time to marinate. He needs to think about what he's done. He needs to go through everyone and be like, was that chick worth it? Was that chick worth it? Should I have done that?
Which one was it? I think it was the one that didn't do the full lights on. Not that we can see these things. We can't.
And then she was even thinking about writing a text going, "I'm really sorry, Steve." And then she was like, "Should I send it? Is it too much?
It was nice knowing you.
I don't know how to tell you this, ...
You should come by the clinic. We have good programs for men like you.
There's still hope.
Still hope. Armand in accounting would like to see you. The dudes at your
My work?
your work did like me.
Oh yeah, they wanted to bang you. Tell them about how even the guys at my job wanted to bang you. Tell them.
I don't quite. It's hazy.
You remember.
Yeah, they smiled a lot.
They loved you.
And then I would catch their eyes on me when I would walk away.
Everywhere. All over him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when we would do events and stuff like that, we would do like white party events. Didn't I take you a few times?
I didn't. No, that was a different guy.
No, I didn't take you.
You didn't. You offered.
Mhm.
You asked. No, there was a run. Some sort of
Oh yeah,
Thanksgiving
yeah,
run.
the AIDS walk thing. I took you on that then.
That I did have to go to,
Mhm.
which I thought was like bullshit. Why would they make you do it? It made me irritated. Really, they shouldn't have had you do that. Like,
Dude,
for free.
the whole job was a scam.
They made money. They're still making money.
We made the company made so much money when Obama was in office. They gave them like a couple $1 million checks. Just like
Yep.
it was like at
Black
the
dude
height
in
of
office,
like
AIDS.
yeah, at the height of the economy crashing. So it's like 2008 or whatever. Everybody's like homeless, jumping off of buildings, depressed, and the economy's shit. And Obama was like writing tons of checks for free to all the AIDS clinics, like no big deal. And everybody in upper management, they got a brand new car. And then they had the audacity to tell us that they were going to lower our bonuses that year, when our bonuses were all based on grants that went up a certain percentage and were prepaid. So it has nothing to do with the economy. Plus, they got millions and millions and millions, and they pocketed it and they distributed it amongst the board members.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Don't contribute to these organizations.
It's all a scam.
Wait, somebody says, believe in yourself, thinks you would get AIDS.
From what?
Not sure.
Why would I do what?
I think that was when you were talking about the white party stuff.
Oh, I had to work there, so I was like taking tickets and setting up the chairs or whatever, the tables.
I think you need to describe the type of people that went to these.
Oh, yeah, they were all gay men from Europe.
Surprise, surprise.
What were they doing in the bushes?
They were boning in the bushes. You know how I should not have been there. I'm a small, cute little girl. I should not have to be in this degen place. I also had to, 4 a.m, go to this club that was called Club Space. Does it still exist? It might still exist.
No, I
The
don't think it
most
exists anymore.
degen
No
area
way.
in the universe. There's a huge like strip club across the street. It's full of crackheads. Same neighborhood this one wanted to walk across. And I'm taking tickets in the front, but I can like I'm like half inside the club, half outside. It's a foam party with a whole bunch of gay men from Europe that came here to bang all the little twinks that we have locally. So like all these big, muscular, 6'8", manly looking gay
Probably
men.
Germans.
A lot of Germans. They're really weird. Anyways, and they came to bang these little twinks, and they're like completely butt-ass naked. I am there taking tickets in the front, scared out of my mind.
She did not take tickets in the back, okay?
Shut up.
It's only in the front. Only in the front.
So anyway, so I take the tickets
In the front.
and then I'm looking behind, and like they're all nude and covered in foam with like their little wee-wees out and stuff like that. And it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. It's like I should not be at an orgy. Like that should not be a part of my job description.
You should not be at a gay orgy.
I shouldn't be at any of them. Like the fact that they're like, you will not have a job if you do not do this for free. And they called it volunteer work. But if you don't volunteer, you lose your job. Wild. Anyways. Horrible.
Yeah, you had to watch all these naked men run around, hook up. It must have been horrible. Absolutely horrible.
With other men.
Yeah, with other muscular, shaved men.
And I will say, after that, like I was no longer attracted to very masculine looking men, like hyper masculine, because I would just assume that they were like into other men. So what's the freaking point?
And then you found Steve.
Like he is not quite like that.
Well, I will say that the twinks liked you and the masculine bear types liked you too. Mm-hmm. They all liked you. Yeah.
Mm.
Anyways, so it was like really crazy. I don't recommend. I don't know. I don't recommend being like gay because
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
I don't think it's a smart choice, you guys.
It's
They
not-
get so many diseases.
But it's not.
On contrary to that, look, almost everybody at the AIDS clinic before was a dude, right? Because you're like 100% likely to do it if you do booty stuff, but if you don't, it's very rare, right? So we
It's a
didn't have
gay
much.
disease. Let's be honest.
Huh?
It's a gay disease. It's a
No,
gay
but
disease.
now because all the women are doing booty stuff, now the women
Yeah, good point.
it's disgusting. No. You should not be okay with that. That is just like horrible for people. There was one lesbian in the clinic that she had it. One lesbian. And this single female lesbian got so many other women into the clinic. We have no idea what she was doing to these poor women because she was the only one who was able to transfer the disease to other people that we ever saw. Go figure.
Pegging?
I don't know. I don't even want to like guess how it happened, but it sounds crazy to me. Yes, but gay men do have a low divorce rates. So that is true. And they have a low abuse rates or something like that,
And they
like
make
physical abuse.
shit ton more
They make
money.
way more money.
Oh yeah.
So like, look, if you want to be gay, fine, be a like a degen free gay, and then you can have a great life.
Whoa.
It's hard, I know, but like if you just
Degen
don't
free gay.
look, I'm assuming there's got to be a few out there.
I think I do know 2 of them.
Yes, he knows some that they're not
I'm not even
degen.
sure if they do anything with each other.
They could just like each other
I
and
think
just
they
not
just
like
each other
and they just
because
don't like women, and they just put their lives together.
I think they kind of like women, but women don't like them. Yeah, they
Two
weren't.
incels that found each other.
Look, that can work too. They did like you though.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I thought so.
Talking about the 2.
I know
Baldwins.
exactly who you're talking about, and they did like you a lot. Anyways, so that was a great show for today, you guys.
Yeah,
I think
we've
covered a lot of fun
getting plowed in
stuff.
the ass.
Stop. No, nobody said that. What is wrong with you? Anyways, so in the end, do we feel that men and women can be friends? Damon.
I've always said yeah.
Wrong. Okay, Stephen.
No. Well, what are you talking about? Wrong. Yes, they can.
Wrong. Only if
Yeah,
they don't find them attractive. So you gotta the 20% that you don't find attractive.
No. It makes you a better person.
To not be attracted.
No.
No, it makes you a better person. It's like you learn to talk to the opposite sex without there needing to be this kind of hypersexual focus when you do so.
And are you saying you're also a better man when you don't actually give in to your carnal desires for this woman that's sitting in front of you?
What are you
Well,
talking about?
I've done it. I've done it a while. I've done it a couple of times now with a couple of chicks. I'm actually finding that like you learn to appreciate them a lot more. You get to know them better. Like, and it makes better choices if you're gonna commit to a relationship or not.
Well, actually, a very good friend that I had,
Male or female?
female, that I did date for 2 weeks.
See? You're part of the statistics.
But then we decided, like, both of us.
I'm sure both of us. It was you.
No, she decided that she didn't know what she wanted. She decided that she didn't like. We weren't compatible. We weren't really particularly compatible. But then, yeah, actually, I think we were very compatible. Not that she was my type. She wasn't. Not that I was her type. I wasn't. But we became very good friends, and we would talk about our sexcapades to each other every Friday.
That crosses the boundaries.
But
you were both single.
We were both single, and then I hooked her up. At one point, I hooked her up with the waiter that we had, and she hooked me up with another waitress that we had at a restaurant, and then
networking.
What?
Networking.
Yeah, we helped each other get
laid.
Not laid because we weren't necessarily getting laid. To date, we helped each other date, and then we had lots to talk about. I mean, we could talk about anything, and I felt completely comfortable with her. Yet, was there a little bit of a sexual tension? Yeah, a little bit, but not as much as there. Like, I didn't want to date her. I didn't want to do that.
You want to fuck her?
Did I want to fuck her?
Oh my gosh!
I would have.
There you go. See.
You can't be friends.
If I was desperate, I would have. If I'm being honest.
Don't forget when he goes out of the door, 80% of the women he sees, he'd fuck.
80% of the women are Henry Cavill to you. That is
go.
so.
They do not have his ass, his abs, those shoulders, the jawline. They don't have.
This is why I have to be hyper vigilant because he thinks everybody is his friends. Mm-mm.
We're simple creatures, Cat.
We just want to spread our
80%.
seed.
Oh my gosh.
We're
Well,
just looking for a nice warm hole to crawl into.
ridiculous. So we have come to the conclusion that no, you
Very
guys cannot
opposing.
be friends with women.
Yes, we
You
can
just-
again and again
you just
to these
freaking
conclusions.
freaking admitted it. Like you can't handle it.
No, we can be. We can be very good friends to them.
Yeah, I didn't have sex with her.
Oh my god, because she said she didn't want
No,
to.
for years. I did for years. Did not have sex
Because
with
she
her.
didn't want to.
But actually, I'm not completely sure if she didn't want to. And the person that she ended up with, I'm confused. I don't know the story to that. I don't.
Does he look like you? Or are you trying to say that?
Oh no, they do not match physically. No. Mm-mm.
Is he rich?
No, not even that.
Damn.
Like I don't know
Wait.
what's going. I don't know what happened. Something
There
happened.
you go. Hang on a second. Let me ask some questions, Steve. What number would you give him?
8.
Her or him?
Him 5.
Okay.
4.
And she's an 8.
Yeah, 8. Now, what did she consider herself? She considered herself, I think, a 6.
Wait, but here's the thing. How old was she when she got with him?
I don't know. Probably 20s. I don't know what age. I'd have to look.
Okay.
I really don't know what. I think I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
because at a
Yeah,
certain
because I've
point,
seen that happen. I've seen girls who will fuck around and they know that they can get good guys. They know what their number is. They know what number guy they can get. And then all of a sudden they hit their 30s and you see them go with a guy who's like half their number.
could be. Now this girl, I went to a club with her, and I found out during that evening that she went into the parking lot and had sex with 2 other dudes.
What?
In a car.
Wow.
And then
She's a keeper.
and then
Jeez.
one of them couldn't finish, so then they went and had sex with each other, and then she
Wait,
just walked
the
away.
dudes?
The dudes. Yes.
You're never leaving the house.
This was not in this country.
Cat's like, Steve, you're going to get all of the AIDS with your
No.
friends.
I did not have sex with her. Also, that was a bit of a turnoff, but also a bit of a disappointment. Like, I'm here. You really needed to get your rocks off. I could have done that for you. But again, go back to, did she want to with me? Probably not. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But
that's exactly what I told Kat. Like when I see some of the guys that these girls go with, I'm just like, yeah, I do not want to be in you. Like, there's no fucking way. So yeah, it does pay to get to know some of these girls, because you realize, like, us men, the dumbest thing that we do is we put girls on pedestals sometimes. We artificially kind of like inflate them to this level or elevate them to this level that they don't deserve to be on. And when you kind of get to know them, and especially their mistakes, you're like, yeah, I'm not actually as interested as I thought I was.
I was showing Mini Cat videos of you when you were young.
Oh. You want to bring that up?
Yeah, and she was like, "This is the best you can do."
Wow.
She has.
I think Steve is already thinking about all the stories he's going to tell her about you now.
No.
No,
we showed her me, and she's like, "Okay, you could have done better. Why are we not rich?" And she's like, "This is the best you could do. He's not rich." And she's like,
God.
"He doesn't even have abs."
Did I?
No, you never had abs. Remember,
when I
you
was
said
skinny?
no. You said that you had abs when you were working out, and then you showed us a video of you working out, and
No, I wasn't working out.
She was crying, laughing. She's like, "He does not have abs. He's just thin."
No,
Steve's gonna kiss Mini Cat before she goes to bed tonight, and he's gonna go, "You're a little bit pudgy," just to let you know. Like, no more cake for you. Otherwise, you're gonna have bingo wings like Mom.
Stop. Anyways, so then I go. What did I say? Oh, she has this idea that she's gonna find a very wealthy dude with abs.
Oh, good luck on that.
And I'm just like,
I was
honey,
about to say, yeah.
I don't know how to break it to you.
She still believes in unicorns.
I know. I'm like, that's not gonna happen. I don't know how to tell you. Oh, but she did say, she's like, I can see why you chose this skinny guy because at least he's not as fat as the other dads.
I'm glad you didn't finish with something else.
Steve's going to be like, oh, you're not going to find the guy with abs who's got money. He's going to be with the slim girls.
Yeah, so I don't know what this next generation is going to do. I saw the statistic that it's rarer to have a six-pack as a guy than to be a multi-millionaire.
No, what? I do not believe that.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. And I was like, what? And then it was like, yeah, this is a thing. It's like, huh?
What'd you say?
What'd you say, Damon? You broke up.
No, I didn't say anything. I just said I don't believe that. I don't believe that it's that hard. It's rarer to find a guy with a six-pack.
It would be in the United States. I think that is.
Well, yeah, definitely the United States.
You go to like Rwanda.
Oh my God! Shut up, Stephen.
Or Ethiopia.
Stop.
They've got that starving bubble gut.
Yeah, I mean, well, it is an ab, but
An ab.
I'm gonna Google it. Okay.
Why not both?
Here we go. Here's this. Oh, okay. Let's see. What does it say? 1 in 10,000 people over 40 become millionaires. Even rarer, only 1 in 25,000 people over 40 maintain a visible six-pack. So yes, it is rare.
Yes, Damon, you are a unicorn.
Look at you, my little unicorn.
Give yourself a medal.
Dude, you need to like print that study and hand it out to chicks.
And
I'm a unicorn, bitch.
Remember, start your channel from the waist down. You can add a little bit of abs in there. You can do the pointers.
Oh God.
From the waist down. That's all you gotta do. Make pancakes. Do
I can
other
cook.
Look at this. The chances of a man over 40 being both a millionaire and having a six-pack are 1 in 250 million.
Okay, I'm not a millionaire.
Yet.
Just think, Damon, if you won the lottery.
If I won the lottery.
You gotta play it first. Because we know you're a player.
Well, I mean, I think, yeah.
Aging is about mindset.
Got abs and I'm tall. There you go.
Huh?
I said, and I'm tall.
There you go. You're a unicorn. So you need to like write that on your dating profiles. Unicorn.
Loves unicorns.
No. Yeah, look, see, the bar is low, especially in the US, because everybody's morbidly obese.
And they go to the bar.
Yeah, and all the alcohol here has literal like estrogen pumped into it. Those like forever chemical hormone disrupting junk. I feel like they force you to inject it into all of our products. Anyways, so that's it for today, guys. Just remember, it is more important to have abs than money because it is rare.
She's so superficial. She just told us. The last thing she said was better to have abs than anything else.
Look, you can't buy abs.
This is true. You can't.
Money can't buy you abs. You can just inflate and swell up your body, but you still got to do the work.
Yeah.
All right,
You don't
guys.
even- that's the funny thing. You don't even need to do work for abs. You
Oh,
just
shut
need
up.
to
Shut
not
up,
do
Jamie.
shit. No, you don't.
Nobody wants
It's
to
about
hear
body
this.
fat percentage. It's about body fat percentage.
Yeah.
It's literally. I look, as somebody who's had to do both. In my opinion, it's actually easier to eat right than to work out hard.
I have an idea. How about next week we put together some things how to get abs, like
No, but, like,
unicorn
it's-
training,
like,
right? And
when
you
they-
could teach
if-
us.
If you're looking at guys who build like proper bodybuilders, and there's a difference between kind of like powerlifters and bodybuilders, and a lot of people say, well, what's harder, what's harder, what's harder? And a lot of people think that powerlifters, what they do is harder because you're literally your whole goal is I'm gonna lift this weight, right? Whereas with bodybuilders, you're only targeting specific muscles with each exercise that you do. And you generally will, well, because of the definition of powerlifting, you're going to lift lower weights, right? So when you see people who do powerlifting, you'll see like a lot of kind of gym bros, if they're talking about it, like looking at videos on YouTube, they'll just be like, oh, but look at the posture, look at the form, like the form is poor form. It's like, no, you don't care about that when you're powerlifting. When you're powerlifting, the main goal is just lift the weight. So you use as many muscle groups as you can to lift the weight, because the whole point is I'm going to lift this weight. That's what it's about. It's not about I'm going to build these muscles and I'm going to target this muscle group. So when you look at bodybuilders, they have to focus on the movement. The focus is on form rather than how much you're lifting and time under tension for that muscle group. So a lot of people tend to think that powerlifting is harder. When it comes to the physical exercise, yes, powerlifting is harder. But what they don't focus on is when you look at what bodybuilders have to do when it gets up to competition time. And a lot of it is diet, like cutting, like getting that cut right. And also especially like dehydrating before you go on stage so that you can get that kind of graininess to your look. That shit is hard. But if your only goal isn't I want to have like big muscles, I want to look exactly like a bodybuilder. If your goal is I just want to get abs and I want to look toned and I want to have that low body fat percentage, the diet bit on its own is actually fucking not hard. I'm sorry. It's not as hard as like going to the gym 5 or 6 times a week and like, lifting for 2.5 hours, like sometimes twice a day. Like the diet part is actually pretty easy to get right.
Hello?
Yeah.
All right. So I think we're good for today because we got to go to bed early today. And Steven's ear has to heal or fall off.
Touch it.
So yeah, I need to do some exercises because I don't want to get abs. I don't feel like abs are good on females. I just want to get like snatched. You know what I mean? Like snatched.
Snatched away by who?
Shut up.
Abs on girls I never used to like. I used to like just that midline, just that line down the middle.
I've never had that, even when I was like
But-
0% body fat, almost
but
dead.
Recently, there's been a lot more girls in my area that have been like working on getting abs. I don't know why, but I actually do kind of like it, I gotta admit.
Well, it does get rid of your period and ruins your hormones. So like I'm not into that. And if you don't
I
have
don't know if it
enough,
does that for everyone.
it eventually does. It catches up to you. It definitely ruins your hormones. You need to have a little bit of something. You can be toned, but if you have really low body fat, it becomes dangerous.
Just think of the period as nature's wanting to procreate, and if you don't have enough energy stores, you're not going to be able to support a fetus. So why would you continue to have your hormone cycling the way they normally would? There are outliers, yes. There are skinny bitches that do have kids, like Alec Baldwin's wife. Is she like incredibly skinny?
We've never seen her in person.
True.
But Tone, she doesn't have abs though.
She is skinny. Like
Skinny doesn't mean anything.
Very low body fat. I'm talking about just low body fat. That's what I'm talking about.
Is she a part of your 80%?
I haven't seen her in person, so I don't
He
know.
follows Hilaria Baldwin all the time, and he's always like looking at her and shit.
Actually, I have not. She hasn't come up on my Instagram in the longest time.
Because she's crazy. Nobody likes her anymore.
Steve does.
If she's with someone that has shot someone else, I want to see what that type of person is.
She's kind of like a little narcissistic.
Do you think?
No, but
Possibly.
did I show you that video where like
No, she is narcissistic.
and you still like it?
I'm just getting a peek into her insane lifestyle, which is interesting.
Kinda hot.
Just follow Tim Dillon. Same thing.
Oh, I do. And no, he does not show his Hamptons lifestyle.
You know, he really needs to get on the lifestyle stuff.
He is on the lifestyle. It's just all food.
That's true. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time. Enjoy. Everybody work on getting your abs for next week. We're going to talk about how to get abs and like health stuff. Want to do that?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I'm not going to be here next weekend.
She forgot. She's not going to be around.
Right? We're leaving?
Yes, we're leaving.
Okay. So we're not going to be in town. So the weekend after that. Oh, was there anything? Yeah, that's all. Anyways, guys, we'll see you.
Steve. Stay safe. Don't
We're
let her
safe.
work you to death.
He worked himself to death.
I do it to myself.
He does. He chooses this life. He
Oh,
chose
God.
this.
It's gonna be
He's
a recovery.
conditioned you so thoroughly.
Today was not easy. But anyway.
Anyways, good night, guys. See you next time. Bye.
See you guys.
The carbon they want to reduce is you and everyone you love. Stop acting like you have no clue. Pretending won't save